through the tunnel cause I see the light. And I'm about to give it everything I got in spite of all of my fears and all of my tears. I'm about to switch it up and start to change the gears. Definitely go all out. Ain't no time for me to postpone this, ain't not now. It's a downhill trip with no brakes, bruh. Know what I was doing, so I counted all the stakes, bruh. Dream catcher, I ain't plan on stopping, no hell nah. It's so crazy how from doing this like all the day, bruh. I'm so addicted to it that I can't give it up, bruh. It already got me hooked, no way of letting go now. Just so you know, bruh, I'ma chase it. Been running so long that I got shoes with no laces. Wishing of having a bunch of watches with a whole lot of different gold faces. Success coming soon and I can already taste it. Dream catcher, oh, it's bigger than you could ever imagine. So big that I'm wanting a mansion. Hope you're lucky enough that you could have one. It's a dream catcher, oh, it's bigger than you could ever imagine. So big that I'm wanting a mansion. Hope you're lucky enough that you could have one. I said dream catcher, oh, it's bigger than you could ever imagine. So big that I'm wanting a mansion. Hope you're lucky enough that you could have one. I said dream catcher, oh, it's bigger than you could ever imagine. So big that I'm wanting a mansion. Hope you're lucky enough that you could have one.
This was the finest hour in the history of the Oakland Raiders. To Tom Flores, the coaches, and the great athletes, your commitment to excellence and your will to win will endure forever. You were magnificent.
It's picked off. Oh no. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. Incredible. Chandler Jones and wins the game for the Raiders. Jacobs with running room right up the middle. Jacobs is on his way. The Raiders are going to win this game. Devontae Adams chugging into the end zone for the touchdown. Oh, he fumbled again. He fumbled again. Robertson's got it. And he's got an entourage. By midfield. Got a block by Hobbs. And there he goes. He's got 6.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing. Just win, baby.
Welcome to the Just Win Baby podcast.
Yo, what is going on, Raider Nation? What is going on, YouTube? Let me change this dumbass overlay. Welcome to another edition of the Just Win Baby podcast, man. I'm your motherfucking host, RaiderBen, joined in. What's good with you, bro?
Man, doing good, my brother. How we doing?
Man, you know, another day in paradise, getting ready for this motherfucking game on Sunday, bro. You know it. I can't call it.
Hell yeah. As you can see, ride them donkeys.
Yeah, fuck the donkeys. Fuck the donkeys, man. Just give me a second. I gotta get my AirPods connected to my computer.
All good.
Good now. Let's see. Mic check. Okay, we're good. Before we get into it, man, we give a quick shout out to the motherfucking chat, man. You guys know how we get it. I should have a whole panel of motherfuckers. I guess some motherfuckers didn't get the memo in terms of what time the show started. So at some point, I have like 4 or 5 other motherfuckers supposed to be here too. So once they get here, we'll pretty much get into the main topic of the show. But first, we're just going to kind of recap some shit. What's good with you, Mr. Fuentes? Jerry Fuentes, what's good with you, main Raider yonder? Saludos. Look, there's one of them motherfuckers. There's Eric. What's good with you, Eric?
What's the word? What's the word?
Bro, long time no see, bro. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm chilling, man. Been vibing, you know, taking it week by week with these Raiders.
Shit, that's all you can do, boy. That's all you can do with these motherfuckers. What's good with you, Michael Angelo? Saludos. NorCal Raider Jesse, Modfather. Saludos. We got the real honest Raider Rick Grimes in this motherfucker. What's good with you, Brody? Always a pleasure. Hopefully you guys are doing well. 2 cents. Hey, Jerry, I'll get you on here in a little bit, my friend. Don't worry, I haven't forgot about you, bro. Ray Love, what's good with you, bro? Charles in this motherfucker. Nice to see you. NP7. Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Khalil King. What's good with you, Brody? Let's see. He said I'm kind of quiet. I'll turn my mic up a little bit. What's good with you, Cool Kev? Nice to see you, man. All eyes on G. Hey, all eyes on G, bro. You ran away, John B. John B said he's never coming back over here no more because I gave you a mod. I gave you a mod, and he tried to say that you timed him out or something like that. And I was like, bro, I highly doubt that, bro. Like, one thing about my channel, bro, is we pride ourselves on we don't block people and shit like that, bro. We pride ourselves on freedom of speech and shit unless people start getting weird. So, might not be seeing John B around no more. It is what it is. I don't know why he had to announce his departure like this is a motherfucking airport or something. You know what I'm saying? He felt like he should comment on my shit. I'm not coming around no more. You let all eyes on G block me. Man, shut your crying ass up. You never even got blocked, bro. We don't block nobody. That's how I know you full of shit. So, anyways, man, let's get straight into it. We're gonna just quick little recap, and your guys' thoughts of that game against the Cleveland Browns. We'll start with you, Jason.
It was tough, man. Like it I know you can feel this too, Ben, and SC definitely salute, man. So towards the end of the game, it just felt like here we go again.
What up, Ralph?
You know what I'm saying? Here we go again. It's the same old thing. We're gonna choke this off at the end. You know what I mean? Because they were driving, you know what I'm saying? Even though we won, it still didn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the win, yeah, definitely we love every win. But it just didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just things that don't look good for us, man. It's but it was good to see them, kind of get on track for the offense, you know what I mean, without Devontae but I just hope it continues because you know what I'm saying it's hard to get excited for this one
What up with you, Thomas?
when we'll win a game and then lose the next. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see some wins in a row. I want to see us, double this one, win another. Let's stack some wins. You know what I'm saying?
That part. They was asked. Antonio Pierce was asked about it today, at his press conference. About this is going to be their second opportunity to be able to stack back-to-back wins. And pretty much what did he learn from that ass whooping he took from Carolina? Pretty much just stay focused. So yeah, we definitely need these back-to-back wins, man. If we want the Raiders to get to where we all feel like the Raiders can get, bro, we got to start stacking consistent wins. We have to win consistently, bro, and we got to be able to beat these teams that we should beat, bro. Like, that's why that Carolina game was such a letdown for me, guys, because we shouldn't have lost that game, dude. That was a terrible loss, bro. So I feel like, as much as Denver has, somewhat improved and they got themselves a quarterback, I still feel like this is a game that we should win, but I'm not going to get too ahead of that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But SC, Eric, man, your quick little thoughts, quick little recap on that game against the Browns.
Yeah, we barely scratched our way to a win, and at the end of the day, a win's a win. It was one of those games where I couldn't really predict just for the fact that we were missing some people, a lot of them actually. I didn't know how the depth was gonna do, but I did have some belief in some of the guys because of what we seen in preseason. Like for Snowden, for instance, him stepping up like that is exactly what we need, and it's all about the next man up mentality, man. And obviously when we get to preview, we'll get to preview, but of course, people like Snowden, and now with the whole receiving thing happening, which receivers are going to step up. And I think I have belief in the receiving core we got there. So it's just a matter of time of, is this offense going to finally be consistent throughout 4 quarters, not just 1 quarter, not just 2, but all 4 quarters? It's still a question that's there. I don't know if it's going to get answered, but hopefully it's this week. But yeah, we got our win. A win's a win at the end of the day. And a lot of players impressed me and a lot of players didn't. But hopefully they could stack a win, back-to-back wins, hopefully this week, you feel me?
And it's funny you bring that up, man, because, with all the bullshit that we've kind of dealt with, and I feel like, in all honesty, dude, we've played somewhat of a bad brand of football through these first 4 games. Like, we haven't really established an identity. We've probably played maybe 2 quarters of good football in 4 fucking games. You know what I mean? So this is one thing that you can look at it for all you optimistic folks, all of you guys that like to just see the sunshines and rainbows of shit, never want to see sometimes reality when it hits you in your face. One thing you can say is that for this team to be 2-2 and the Raiders have only really put together like 2 solid quarters of football, that's impressive. You know what I mean? So you hit it on the head, bro. Like, we haven't even seen this team put 4 quarters of football together. I think once this team does, this team's got talent. What up, Jason Marshall? You cannot deny the fact that this team got talent. And even with the whole Devontae shit, which we'll get into in a minute, I just kind of want to recap this Browns game real quick. Even with all this bullshit, bro, I still feel like we're still a damn good, talented team, even if we lose Devontae. I think a lot of our playmakers aren't known of because they're not really known outside of Raider fans. Like, in my opinion, I've told you guys this before, I think Trey Tucker's going to be really fucking good, dude. Like, I just have a gut feeling, dude. I think he's going to establish himself as probably a wide receiver 1 in the National Football League. I just think he's got game-changing speed. And if all he's got to do is learn how to get off the bump and run coverage and learn how to execute his routes to the finest of his abilities, dude. And I think Trey Tucker will be really fucking good. He could be, what up, Jesse Cardina? Saludos. He could be like the next version of our like Tyreek Hill. You know what I mean? Like, people like to think about how small he is, dude. Fucking, there's a few wide receivers in the NFL that aren't tall wide receivers, dude, that are just quick, shifty guys, and Tyreek's one of them, right? So, really excited to see what Trey Tucker brings. Jacoby Myers is Jacoby Myers, right? I think Jacoby Myers is like a low-tier wide receiver one. Like, he's not an upper-tier wide receiver one, but I think a lower-tier, mid-tier wide receiver one, I think, is what he is. Obviously, we got Bowers. Depends on what the running game pans out to be. But my little quick thoughts on that Browns game is Minshew continues to struggle. I don't know how long we're gonna keep this experiment going. What up, Joel E? I was somewhat excited that Zamir White had that fumble, at least that we won, because he don't need to see the field no more. I feel like that may have been the stamp on him not touching the ball very much. And he may have fucked around and made a business decision with this whole groin injury that just popped up because he knows he's getting his snaps taken. You know what I'm saying? So, Zamir White, that fumble, it sucked. It almost costed us the game. But, the fact that it happened, I think Zamir White's done. Thank fucking God. Bowers only having 2 receptions. Getsy's got to find a way to get Bowers involved, dude. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, that game probably shouldn't have even been close. For whatever reason, we could not get the fucking Bowers the football for some reason. He had that big opportunity in the first quarter, like the first or second play of the game where he had that drop. Dude, if he catches that ball, dude, he's got a lot of fucking green grass in front of him. So with that being said, I thought the offense played decent with the absence of Tay. I think there was, it was sporadic at times, but that's just who Minshew is. Minshew's a very inconsistent, sporadic, streaky type quarterback. You know what I mean? So your offense is going to be hit and miss sometimes. But I thought, honestly thought with the defense, with Max Crosby being gone, with Malcolm Kuntz being gone, a lot of our guys being gone, dude, I really liked how, our front four played. Snowden, like I said, I didn't really know too much about the dude when we grabbed him. But obviously I know a little bit more about him now. But yeah, man, just super excited to see this defense going forward. I think Snowden may have fucking earned his spot as the starter opposite of Max Crosby. And yeah, JPJ did fucking give our offense a spark, Jason. I'll send you, what up with you, Hardcore? I'll send you the link right now, Hardcore, on Instagram. I mean, not Hardcore, but Earn. I don't want to drop it in the chat, bro. What's good with you, Hardcore?
It's good, bro. Just trying to get my headphones set up. StreamYard is being stupid. But anyways, how you guys doing?
Shit, man.
Doing good, brother.
Chilling. How you doing, bro? Long time no see, dog.
Yeah, man. Worked late, got done eating, and just hopping on here with you guys. Hopefully all you guys are good, man. Cheers.
Hey, Ern, I sent it to your other profile, but I'll send it to this profile. I didn't know which one you wanted me to send it to, but I sent the link to your other one. What up, Still? City knows Zamir White's not playing. He's been ruled out, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the injuries and shit. We're just trying to recap this Browns game real quick. So we gave our thoughts on the Browns game, Hardcore Raider. What's your thoughts on that Browns game?
Oh, man. Just, sorry, trying to get this set up here.
I should have fixed the mic, guys. I adjusted it. It should be good now.
I don't know, bro. I just felt like I thought the Raiders were going to blow it, dude. I thought they were going to do the regular Raider shit, So I'm glad they did it, though. But, damn, it got close, man. Zamir White fumbling that ball was like, that was, to me, I was just, that got me pretty fired up. And we definitely could have, I think, could have gone the other way. It probably should have gone the other way. Probably should have lost that game, in my opinion, because if it hadn't been our defense stepping up, man, would have been another dark black Monday, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I will say, I guess the one thing I will say, I was surprised the run game worked out as good as it did. No thanks to Zeus or Zamir White, but I feel like we should be like passing the ball to set up the run instead of running the ball to set up the pass. But that's just kind of one of the feelings that I've been feeling. I feel like Antonio Pierce is maybe like forcing us to run the ball more than we should at times. And I'm not saying Minshew's got the arm to be passing it more. I just think there's enough talent on our team where we should be focusing more on the pass than the run. But you know,
It's
if we
hard to do
win, we
that
win.
though,
I don't care.
hardcore, when you got like a mid-ass quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I think they would like
Yeah.
to do that. I hate to say it, like when I say I'd rather see AOC over Minshew, it's not that I'm saying AOC is that much better than Minshew. What I'm saying is that I just don't think Minshew's got it, bro. At least in this offense with these playmakers, I don't see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, man, if you ain't got a fucking quarterback, this is one thing that sucks about having Brock Bowers, right? Is that, I mean, and this goes for any player, Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, you know, name any of the top playmakers in the NFL. If you got a shit quarterback and a shit offensive coordinator that don't know how to get them the ball, it don't fucking matter how good you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the scary thing, bro. It's fucked up. What up with you, 7528? What's good with you, Jack Kenna? Saludo. Shout out to the 50. Hit the like button. And if one of my mods could drop my guys' link to their channels up on the panel, I'd appreciate y'all, bro. But no, man, that I thought that Ravens game, the Raiders would have opened their eyes to how good Brock Bowers is. But it seemed like right after that game, they started to get away from him again. So I don't know, bro. I think with Devontae Adams being out, bro, and possibly being done, playing his last snap as a Raider, I think Brock Bowers has to take over that Devontae Adams role, bro. Like, they got to get him the ball. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, dude. He's our most dynamic playmaker on offense, in terms of all around. I think our most dynamic in terms of speed is obviously Trey Tucker, but you know, I think our most consistent player on our offense is going to be Brock Bowers. We got to get him the football, dude. So
yes, see, I know a lot of us talked about this kind of like during preseason with McAllister, right? I like seeing him, even though it worked at times. He got smacked around a little bit too, but it was good to see us try something different, like putting him in there, you know, as a back, you know, option, just to see, you know what I mean, just to see what it's like, man. Because we've been banging Zeus against a wall and it's not been doing nothing. So it was good to see them try some new things.
I mean, I'm just fucking glad that this coaching staff got to the point to where they're just starting to realize that Zamir White's just not the guy, bro. You know, I think, if I'm being honest, I think the only legitimate reason that I can come up with that Antonio Pierce has chose to stuck with Zamir White as long as he has is because he made the business decision of letting Josh Jacobs walk because he was going to name Zamir White the guy, and he didn't want to be wrong. And now he's proven, dude, that's not going to work, bro. Like, and I hate to say this kind of shit. What up with you, D? Saludos. I hate saying this kind of shit, bro, because I really hate being right about a lot of this shit, bro. Like, I didn't want Zamir White to be trash. Like, see, that's the thing, right? It's like when I say players are going to be trash, or I'd be like, oh, I said this dude was going to be trash last year, whatever. It's like, oh, you're hating on the Raiders. Oh, you want them to suck. No, dude, I want them to be good, bro, but it's not. Like, if you go back and watch my play-by-play, like, I was kind of vibing with Zamir White. I'm like, okay, I seen him make a jump cut and made a couple good runs. And I'm like, okay, Zamir, like, he just got to get used to the scheme, right? And I'm like, okay, it's gonna be tough sledding, no doubt, with Zamir. It's, if our coach isn't gonna fucking switch it up, all I gotta do is hope that he can eventually get used to the scheme, right? So the game, he started to run a little bit better. Then he had that run before halftime that almost went to the house. I was like, oh shit, okay. And then boom, the fumble happened. I'm like, sorry, bro. I tried, goddamn you, Zamir White. I tried, bro. And that's how you repay me, dog. I get faith in you, and you repay me with a fucking fumble, dog. So, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, you seen when we started to get a lot of other guys involved in our running game, how successful our running game was. Luke Getsy does have somewhat of a successful running game. That's really the only thing he could hang his hat on in Chicago. My biggest knock with his running game in Chicago is that he had a quarterback that ran for 800 yards. You know what I mean? When you have a quarterback that runs for 800 yards, you can probably run for 1,500, 2,000 yards as a team if you have a legitimate running back. You know what I mean? So there's an asterisk kind of on that, you know, top running game over there in Chicago. The Raiders just don't have no dynamic players at the running back position. That's just really what it comes down to, guys. We don't have we have a couple guys that are capable of playing running back, but we don't have no dynamic guys. Can Alexander be a dynamic guy? Yeah, but if you look over his career, even in Minnesota, he's never been like a big play running back. You know what I mean? Like a lot of his shit is just kind of moving the chains, 4 yards, might get a little 20-yarder here and there, but he's not a big time playmaker. And that's the one thing, that I hated when we lost Josh, is because Josh started to get to that point to where he was starting to hit home run balls, bro. Like that was his biggest knock. Like he could never really run away. He was starting to get faster, bro. And I was like, oh fuck. You know what I'm saying? So no, it's a good point. I'm glad we got the running game going, and this is what Antonio Pierce wants to do. And for any offense to be successful at the National Football League level, you got to have balance. And I said it all off season, guys. If we cannot run the football with these 2 quarterbacks, bro, we're gonna be up Shit's Creek with no paddle, bro. Like these aren't quarterbacks that are gonna be able to win you the game off the strength of their arm. It's highly improbable that they're gonna win you the game like that. You're gonna have some kind of running game. That's why that game against the Ravens, when Minshew tore him up, I'm like, okay, maybe we can win. And then the following week, look what he does. You know what I'm saying? So he's just not one of those quarterbacks that can do that. So we got to continue going forward to being able to run the football. And I think, getting Alexander Madison more touches is going to be prime to being able to do that. So like to see Dylan Lave get some run. Go ahead.
That's a fact.
Real quick to your point about Getsy, that's, if we're being honest, that's how the Bears beat us last year when Chicago ran the ball all over us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Essie?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, you feel me? With Getsy coming out of Chicago and stuff like that, when you watch Chicago play last season, it was always like a hit or miss each week with Getsy. You know, sometimes he did the best play calls and sometimes he did the worst, depending on the game. And with our personnel, I think he just hasn't gotten used to it. And it sucks to say that because it's like I'm not really a huge Getsy fan, me personally. But it just looks like he doesn't have it figured out. And you could just tell by his play calling ways, the way he utilizes certain players, he's utilizing them wrong. And then, obviously with the Zamir topic, Zamir's one of them. He's trying to force a lot when it's not working. And it's like he's trying to be right so bad and it's messing us up at the end. And, that's a problem with Getsy that he needs to figure out. But as you can see from the Browns game, he kind of figured it out a little bit by utilizing other people. I hope that kind of gives him a spark of like, okay, I was wrong. I'm going to put my ego aside. I'm going to give these guys, and you've seen it. They're going to give Madison more reps. So he's starting to realize that. It just sucks that it took this long. But, at the end of the day, it kind of looked like he was trying to get used to.
We got to guess, guys.
You
good what you earn?
Man, you know how it be. Your computer works like for 3 weeks out of glitch. But as soon as you got something important to do, this thing want to start bugging the hell out. You know how it goes.
Yeah, I can't.
How's everybody doing? Hey,
Shit,
yo,
man,
Eric,
man.
I ain't seen you in a minute, bro.
I know,
man. You got some bass in your voice, some hair on your chin. You lost your virginity and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That was good, man. Good to see you. Good to see you.
How's everybody doing? Hardcore. Hey, Raider, is that Raider Nation Jason? Hey,
Yes,
how you doing, player?
Good, my brother. How you doing,
of
bro?
Of course, the host of the show, Benther. How y'all doing?
I can't call it, boy. You know what I'm saying? Just hoping that we getting ready to continue this motherfucking win streak on these bitch-ass Broncos. You know what I'm saying? That's about it.
Hey, now with 7 players out, bro.
We'll talk about the injury report in a minute. We did get some players back today, which is good. But we kind of talked about it. What's your quick little thoughts on that Browns game?
So we barely got by a team that I thought we were gonna barely get by. So I think it was pretty accurate on that one. It was a good sign to see us actually pull out a win and gain some kind of confidence without Devontae there, because that's going to be our new reality moving forward. So we better get used to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't think too much of it. I didn't think too little of it. It was about what I expected.
Okay. Yeah, and that's a good point. All eyes on GC. That's something that I've been beating the table for when we've been getting these offensive coordinators over the years. Is we just keep getting these offensive fucking coordinators that fucking that try to fit square pegs into round holes, bro. Like,
yeah.
You gotta. That's one thing that's a consistent with us, guys. It's a straight consistent. Every fucking offensive coordinator we bring in is almost like that. I could probably name the offensive coordinators on one hand that we brought in that weren't like that. Bill Musgrave, he was solid. Hugh Jackson, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
See, that's what I'm saying. You can count them all on one hand. Not many, dog. Not many. John Gruden, kind of. John Gruden, kind of, in a way.
Hey, it's so few. You could count those on Jason Pierre-Paul's hand, bro. You know he lost a couple fingers in that fireworks accident. You could count our good offensive coordinators on Jason Pierre-Paul's hands.
Yeah.
He's like,
He throwing
Exactly. He said on Jason Pierre-Paul's hands. That's out of pocket. And that's why I'm saying though. So that's what I'm saying. So this shit ain't nothing new. That's why when we Getsy over here trying to force fucking square pegs into round holes, when the fuck don't we got a coordinator that's trying to do that shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times we kind of had enough talent on offense to kind of overpower that though. You know what I'm saying? Like now we don't. You feel me? We got a mid-ass quarterback. We still kind of got a question. I mean, at least I'd rather have a question at running back with Madison than a trash ass running back with fucking Zamir White. You know what I'm saying? At least I know Madison's got something. I know Zamir White ain't got fuck nothing. You know what I'm saying? I've been known that he ain't got fuck nothing. You know, so I don't know, but let's move on. We recap that shit real quick. Let's talk about the hottest topic in Raider Nation right now.
Here we go.
Davante Adams, superstar wide receiver, acquired from the Green Bay Packers in 2021 for a first and second round pick, has officially requested a trade from our Las Vegas Raiders. Obviously, he's released his 3 teams that he wants to go to. But go ahead, Ern. I see you wanting to say something. What up?
Before we say anything, I want my motherfucking propers, bro, because I told y'all this shit was going to happen. As soon as we got rid of Derek Carr, I said Davante's not sticking around. Everybody's like, nah, he said he grew up a Raider fan. He gonna stay here. Nah, I don't think that he just came here to play with Derek Carr. That's crazy. Some people on this panel, I think. I'm not gonna point out no names.
Ern's like Nostradamus. He's like, we should mix Nostradamus and Ern together. He'd be like,
Ernstradamus.
There we go.
Hey, I got bad news for y'all, bro. But I think around this time next year, there's gonna be rumors coming about old 98 wanting to leave, bro. Because if shit don't get better, bro, who would want to stick around in this shit?
I'm preparing for all this, dog. I've been preparing for all this. I prepared for all this shit the moment we fucking settled going into the NFL season with no quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, I believe we are getting better, though. It's not as fast as we want it to be, but, you know what I'm saying, we are headed in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? As slow as it, you know, because the pieces, every draft, we're kind of getting to where it's less needs. You know what I'm saying? Like these injuries kind of knocked us back, but there's not everything. You know, we go into drafts needing everything most of the time, but now, like what I say, just looking forward, running back. You know what I'm saying? Like another edge.
What up, Alpha Kasi?
You know,
we're definitely getting younger, but I don't think we're getting better.
Yeah, I mean, our defense. You know, we finally got a defense for. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't had a defense in a long time. So
do we have a defense though?
I mean, it's been keeping us in these.
That Panthers game wasn't good
because the numbers would say otherwise about us having a defense.
Yeah.
Last year we looked really good, and this year we're like fucking. Yeah. What do we like? The fucking the bottom
like
5.
We got like the 27th ranked run defense. Like the only thing we're really good at, if anything, is our pass defense is solid. Like we don't let quarterbacks pass a lot, but our run defense is absolute shit, bro.
Bennett has turned the corner. He's looking real solid.
Mm-hmm. Bennett is the number 1 ranked corner, bro, in terms of percentage thrown his way on third down, bro. Like when quarterbacks have he's number 1 in the NFL on third down when targeted.
Nice.
Yeah,
he just had to see a lot of routes. You know what I'm saying? Like it took him a minute to kind of get it, but I like he's been making them damn plays. You know what I'm saying? So that's good to see him step up because that's one less thing we got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him.
I'll eat my crow, bro, because I told everybody, bro, I wasn't buying into the hype because I know last year, dude, I was a huge DeCorian Bennett guy last year, bro. Like I was super high on him, and then fucking he came out and shit the bed, and then he came out with, and it was the same shit as last year, this year, right? Oh, he's looking good in the in training camp. He's lighting shit up. So I'm like, oh, bro, we heard this same shit last year. So I'm just gonna fucking kind of wait and see. And yeah, bro, he's He's been lights out, bro, since the first preseason game against the Vikings. Remember they tried to target him on 4th down, dog, in the end zone? Bow, knocked that mother. He's been lights out since the first fucking game, bro. He did get kind of beat up a little bit in that Carolina Panthers game. They were targeting him a little bit, but every corner in the NFL gets burnt, dude. Like every corner. You feel me? Like unless you're like Pat Surtain or saw these dudes that are drafted in the top 10, those guys will get burnt, but they won't have like games where they get burnt the whole time. What up?
I got news for you. When Charles Woodson first came into the league, hardcore, you probably remember this. Charles Woodson first came into the league. His rookie year, Andre Rison used to abuse that motherfucker, bro. But then he turned it out going to the Hall of Fame. So, you know what I mean? Just because you have a rough rookie year don't mean you can't turn it around.
No, I get it. And the biggest jump you see in a player's development is from year 1 to year 2. That's the biggest jump you see in their development. And also, fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. Go ahead, whoever was about to say. I think hardcore. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I was going to say, I collect the like football cards and stuff, and that was like one of the guys I was looking at because like his card prices were real like friendly and cost effective. Yeah. So I got like I think it was just like 1 or 2 autographs of him. So hopefully he does good because I got a couple autograph cards of him last year. But when we get into the Adams stuff, I know Ben wanted to like kind of set this up, but I usually don't take notes, but I got like a whole like 7.
Yo, you got a whole paper.
He whipped out the 1932 typewriter in this bitch.
I couldn't pull up StreamYard app on my phone for some reason, bro. So like I can't see the chat. So I can't see what anybody's saying, but I did want to say what's up.
No, the chat just said they don't fucking like you. They said hardcore sucks. Why'd you invite him to the show? All that good shit. That's all they're saying.
Hey, the chat just said that I don't know what I'm talking about because Charles Woodson had a great rookie season. Bro, I don't know what you know. I don't know what you've been watching, but he got abused by Andre Rison repetitively when we played them. I'm not saying he didn't. Well, I'm not saying Charles wasn't a great player, but the point was that just because you get roasted in the season doesn't mean you can't still be a great player. That's all I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Well, we got with Devontae Adams. I mean, he's leaving, but him and then Jacoby Myers. I mean, if you're a defensive back, having to go up against those two guys, I mean, that's going to make you better. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So this is one thing I just want to say about Ja'Cory Bennett before we continue on the Devontae shit. You guys have to remember, guys. Cornerback is probably the second most toughest position in the NFL, bro. I'd say quarterback obviously is the toughest. You could probably throw playing left tackle in there because all the responsibility that comes with playing left tackle, that's why they're so highly paid. But quarterback, left tackle, and cornerback, dude. Those are the 3 toughest positions to play. It wasn't like we drafted Ja'Cory Bennett in terms of where he was drafted at. Where we drafted him in the 3rd round, the 4th round, right? When you draft a guy in the 4th round, you don't really expect him to be your starter. So for him to be
a role player.
Exactly. And a special teams guy, bro, and probably one day develop into that guy, bro. But he has shown in this short amount of time that he can play. I know when we drafted him, he has all the physical traits to play corner, dude. He's like 6'1". The dude ran like 4.3 coming out of Maryland. He was the fucking opposite corner of the corner that was drafted in the 1st round that year out of Maryland. I don't know his name, but his teammate was drafted in the 1st round. He was the guy that played opposite of him. But I'm excited for him for sure. So anyways, what's your guys' thoughts? Let's start with Hardcore Raider because I see you got some notes, bro. Well, how you feeling about this whole Devontae Adams?
Shit.
What's good with
Put
you,
me on the spot, man.
Man, you showed me the goddamn fucking PDF file. I thought you were ready to go.
You gotta download it, bro.
I agree.
Remix, you gotta watch when you say.
Talk that shit, Remix. I said the same shit. Marcus Epps sucks, dude. As much as I feel bad for the dude, that shit, his injury was a blessing in disguise because Isaiah Palomar is a dude I've been talking about for 2 years, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Hey, Ben, you gotta watch when you say PDF file these days, bro.
Oh yeah, you never know, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Jason SC Westside Hardcore.
Go ahead, Hardcore. They couldn't hear you, bro. My super chat thing was playing. Appreciate you, super Aunt 6 for the super, dog. Nice to see you, dog. What up, Ben, Jason, SC, Westside Hardcore? What's good with you, Aunt? Go ahead, repeat yourself, Hardcore. I'm sorry, bro.
All right. First of all, we all know Raiders drama never fails, dude. It's like how many times in a season is it like week 4 and like we get hit with like some blaster fucking drama, the Gruden thing. I don't know how I wish I could have like had a little more time to think about it. But like if we go through Raiders history, like how many times like before like the 5th week or the 6th week, just something stupid happens with the Raiders. So that was the first thing that like hit me. Like, oh, here we go again, man. Fucking being a Raider fan, dude. We're all stuck up in this drama. So All right, the next thing was like I really feel like sometimes like you talk about something enough and you can force it into action. Like I almost feel like the media forced this into action to be in a reality. Okay, maybe I'm wrong for that, but I just feel like we talked it into an existence almost. You know what I mean? Like you push, and eventually it just like hits the top. You know, so
What
that
up,
was
the
kind of a
truth?
weird thing for me. I do feel like this is like almost like a Antonio Brown rewind. I hate to put it that way, but as soon as it happened, I like instantly I start thinking of Antonio Brown's feet and his helmet issue, and I'm like, oh, now we got drama with fucking Devontae Adams. So yeah, all I can think of is Antonio Brown's nasty ass feet and like all that shit. And I know that obviously Devontae Adams is a lot better dude than Antonio Clown, but I couldn't help but think of the Antonio Brown shit, with all this going down. And then, the last time I was on with RaiderBen, I asked you, RaiderBen, I don't know if you remember, I was like, if we're at a midpoint in the season and the Raiders aren't doing good, should the Raiders consider possibly trading Devontae Adams? Well, the reality is we're not even close to midway, right? We're at like week 4. We're looking at trading Devontae Adams. So, when I asked that question, I thought we'd at least get to like close to midway. But here we are, not even a quarter way through the season, and looks like it's going to become a reality. Next up was like as far as Devontae Adams and like some of his actions. I did say last year that I felt like when some of the people were bashing Aiden O'Connell and Devontae Adams, wasn't catching the ball, or sorry, O'Connell overthrew Devontae Adams. I did personally feel like Devontae Adams should have been running a little faster. He's not the fastest guy, but I felt like last year when some of those balls were being overthrown, I felt like Devontae Adams wasn't giving 100%. I felt like he had another gear of speed that he should have kicked up. And you could also like maybe tie some of that into obviously the business decisions that Devontae Adams was making. This last or game before last, when he wasn't catching the ball. And if we go back even last year, you remember when there was like a perfect touchdown catch that he should have had like right in his hands? I don't even remember who we were playing. I just remember that like he straight up could have had a touchdown in one of the games that I think we lost, and Devontae Adams dropped the ball. So and then we saw him dropping a few more balls this time. So I kind of felt like that maybe tied into when Antonio Pierce is talking about guys making business decisions, and I feel like a lot of these guys sometimes where it's like they're playing to not get hurt as opposed to like just trying to win the game with their team. And then 2 quick more points, almost done here. All right, Devontae Adams and Jacobs, those are my favorite players as far as me personally. I know a lot of people like Khalil Mack and all that and Derek Carr. But for me personally, my 2 favorite players, like for the last 15, 20 years since like Tim Brown and Charles Woodson, was Devontae Adams and Josh Jacobs. And now both those guys are gone. And the funny thing is I got like cards of those guys. I got autographed jerseys, autographed helmet. And now like my favorite 2 guys are fucking out the door. So I guess I'm a jackass for that. But, I'll always love like Raider gear and shit like that, all right, last one. All right, this one kind of hurts because last year I was kind of going off on the whole Josh McDaniels thing, and even the year before, and Ern can, attest to this, when we're wondering essentially like, what's the game plan, dude? What are these guys doing? And I don't want to like go back too far and bash people because I know that's not what this is about, but when I was really pissed off a couple of years ago, we looked at it and we're like, well, like if you're gonna do this, then why are you doing that? So like if you're gonna get Devontae Adams, but you don't have a quarterback, and I was okay moving on from Carr. I'll take ownership that like I was on that side of the fence. However, if you look at it, you're like, oh well, we're gonna bring in Devontae Adams, and then we're gonna get rid of Darren Waller, and we're gonna get rid of Renfro, and we're gonna get rid of Jacobs. Like, what the fuck are they doing, dude? They literally, like, their game plan from the get-go was a fucking horseshit game plan. It was never going to work out, the game plan that Josh McDaniels had. And so we fucked up and Devontae Adams' career to some degree, wasted 2 years of his career, and we kind of fucked up the Raiders and the draft picks and shit because the game plan was never going to work from the get-go. So, like I don't want it to be like I told you so or anything because, like, I mean – for me, like I wanted Devontae Adams. I thought we could have won a Super Bowl with Jacobs and Devontae Adams, and I think they wanted to win a Super Bowl with us. But I just think the Raiders did what Raiders do, and we had some really good players. We let them go, and now we're in this like kind of fucked up situation. We got to figure out what we're gonna do moving forward, And I'm not gonna be mad at like, Devontae Adams or Josh Jacobs. If they don't want to be here, then like, like I hate to say like, move on to bigger, brighter things, but at the same time, like I'm like RaiderBen. I don't want to force anybody that don't want to be a Raider. You know what I mean? If they don't want to be here, then move on, dude. We'll move on to bigger, brighter things. But that was pretty much all I had. Thanks for letting me ramble there.
No worries. Yeah. So, like, see, me personally, I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm gonna give my take last. One thing I just kind of want to speak on real fast is I felt something off about Devontae Adams since last year. If you guys watched my play-by-plays and shit, I had been saying like, dude, something about this guy's body language. It's not there, bro. Like, he doesn't look like Devontae Adams anymore. Like, I felt like he had kind of checked out. But anyways, that's just my thoughts. Anyways, Eric, man, SC, what's your thoughts on this whole Devontae Adams bullshit?
I was one of those people that kind of always put it in the back burner. I didn't think it was gonna happen this soon. I'm not gonna cap to you, and Ern knows that. I always was like, hey, until I hear it off of him, that's when I'm gonna be like, all right. But like, I didn't expect it to be this soon. But at the end of the day, bro, you kind of look at you.
Hell no, not even close to the same
that's
thing,
crazy.
bro.
That's crazy. That's a crazy picture. Caught me off guard too. Shit.
Oh, shit.
But
awesome. Randy
but I was gonna say,
What up, Lake Show?
whether you were on the negative
What up,
fence
Raider, man?
or the positive fence of Carr leaving,
Somebody's shit just fucked up. Oh, that's your shit, Ern. Yeah, Ern, that's your shit. Your shit just took a shit.
damn, that scared the shit out of
That's
me.
scary.
I was like, I thought it was me.
I thought my
I thought it was
computer
me.
blew up or something, dog.
I was like, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, it's yours.
Nah, your shit's fucked up. Refresh the site and come right back. Dog, I was like, what the fuck was that, dog? What up,
That shit
William?
scared
Man?
the shit
Yeah,
out of
that scared the fuck out of me too, dog. Yeah.
Almost blew my
I
eardrums,
thought my shit blew
bro.
up too.
Dude, I thought my computer had just fried, dog. I was like, oh, bro, the Russian spy bots. What up,
Oh,
Dixon?
shit.
What up, J-Dog? All right, Ern, you sound better now. I don't know what the fuck happened, boy.
I'm back now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
you're
sound
good,
like
good,
somebody. It sound like they dropped a bomb on your crib, dog.
For real?
Yeah, dog, that shit
Yeah.
was wild. I thought my computer fried, bro. I didn't know what the
Shit.
fuck that was. Look at the chat. They're
I
like,
heard- I
that
heard
was
some
crazy.
kinda-
My ears is bleeding.
This shit was crazy.
I heard some kind of loud like pop sound, and that was it.
Yeah, bro, your shit went nutty over here, boy. Anyways, Eric, dog, my bad, bro. Go ahead and
No, you good,
finish
good.
your statement.
But I was just gonna say, like, whether you were on the negative or positive side about Carr and stuff like that, the way he played or whatever, one of the reasons Al Adams was here was because of Carr. It's just the obvious.
Yeah.
It's not the only reason, right? We could all agree on that wasn't the only
was
reason,
the
but it
main
was a
reason.
reason. It was one of the reasons, and you
Yeah.
kind of see every year, kind of the organization kind of keep lying to the guy, right? We heard talks about, oh, A. Adams, we're gonna have you in the quarterback process. We're gonna have you here. We're gonna have you there. We're gonna get you a quarterback. And then they never really had, kind of like how Hardcore said, there was really never a plan. I mean, you put in Jimmy Garoppolo thinking that was gonna solve world problems, and you seen how that ended up. And then you had Stidham, and then you continue down the line with Minshew, which, to be honest, Minshew played better for the Colts than he has for us. I don't know if you guys agree on that, but he's played better on the Colts than he has with us, which is surprising. I don't know what it is.
In my opinion, he's played better everywhere. This Minshew that's playing
Yeah.
now, he, like I said before, Eric,
Yeah.
I just think he plays scared or something. But go ahead.
Yeah, and that's where I'm kind of like, okay, if all of his career he's been playing well and stuff like that, he doesn't look scared, but now he comes to us and he's scared. It's like,
What up, Lake
is
Show?
that an offensive coordinator thing? Is that an asking from the head coach? Like, it's question slimmer. But back to Adams, I mean, I didn't think it was gonna happen this soon, but at the end of the day, you kind of see it this year. It was kind of this year when it kind of started hitting me every week, where you kind of see the drop passes, the lack of effort. And I'm like, okay, you look like he's kind of tired of it, man. And at the end of the day, don't expect. I know people are saying, let's get a first rounder and a second rounder and let's not expect too much, because at the end of the day, people value picks more than people, more than players itself. And we've seen players go for a bag of chips, 5th round picks, 6th round picks, great players by that, 7th round picks. Like, don't expect too much coming off of him, man. Once he gets traded, I wouldn't doubt it if it's like a 4th round pick and then everybody's going ballistic
What up,
why
you
we
people?
did it. But it's just the reality of it in today's NFL. they don't rate players high, man, no matter how good they are, and that's just what it is.
That contract too, bro. To your point,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
they
it.
got to pick up that
It
contract.
has
You
to be
know,
restructured too, bro.
Mhm.
And let's see, what did the fucking Bills end up getting for Stephon Diggs? They didn't get much for
Next
him,
to
right?
nothing, I think.
Exactly.
I think they got
Yeah.
much.
So expect something similar like that for Devontae. You know what I mean? It sucks to say that, but
Yeah.
on to be real, bro, Devontae Adams is an aging wide receiver. He's
Yeah.
32.
yeah.
And is his game, his kind of game is definitely the kind of game that a wide receiver can last for a while. What I mean by that is he was never really built around his speed. He's a guy that
He's the
just
finesse receiver.
he just genuinely knows how to get open. And the fact that he reacts to the ball so late when defenders don't know when it's coming, he can probably play until he's 35, 36. You know what I mean?
Well, hey, can I ask you a question real quick, Ben?
His game is like Tim Brown. He's a
Exactly.
silky type of receiver.
Yes, sir, exactly.
Well, Ben,
Let me hop in real quick, hardcore. I'm sorry, I don't want to lose my
No,
train
you're
of thought. So
You're
I'm
good.
going to be completely contrary to what I'm seeing in the chat and what everybody's saying. I don't blame Devontae at all, bro, because you got to put yourself in that situation. The man is a fucking human. You know what I'm saying? And he was lied to. They pulled a bait and switch.
Yeah,
They brought him over here and then got rid of the reason that he even came here to begin with. So then, like, you know, he's like, well, I just asked my way out of Green Bay. For me to ask my way out of Vegas this soon, I'm really going to look like a super diva. And then look, he even looks lightweight like a diva now. And I feel like, you know, he gave us a lot of grace sticking around with this long. Because if it was me, I would have been like, as soon as they got rid of Derek, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm gone too, because that was my deal breaker. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason I came here. So I feel like he gave us a lot of grace. I feel like, you know, Raider Nation, just like always, is ungrateful as fuck. They say they love a player when they're here, and as soon as they're gone, you see fuck Tay, fuck Carr, and all this shit. And I'm like, bruh, but 6 months ago you had his fucking jersey. This shit is crazy. Raider Nation is trending downward like a broken elevator.
Well, let me ask you this question real quick then, Ern. Well, you and Ben and everybody else, but like, I know Devontae Adams is good. We've seen him do some great catches, last year against the Rams. Fuck, who was that? The defensive back who did that? He had his hands over his eyes or whatever.
Ramsey.
Ramsey, yeah, there we go. Thank you. But anyway, so how much of it is Adams is actually like a super great like wide receiver, or how much of it was like that Aaron Rodgers could roll out, and then it's almost like backyard football where once you go off script because the quarterback's rolling out or whatever, then the wide receiver has free reign to just do whatever the fuck he wants.
Well, hardcore.
You know?
Look, I live here in the Bay Area, and Devontae, he was known around the Bay Area as being a future NFL prospect when he was in Pop Warner, and he's been like the man at every fucking level he's been at. He was the man in high school. He was the man in Pop Warner. He was the man in college. He was the man in the NFL. So he's definitely the man. It's just you got to find a way to get the man the ball.
I hear you. I mean, he's good. That was the question I was asking myself. How much was Aaron Rodgers doing, like off scripted plays, you know, kind of thing? Because they did a lot of those and they were successful.
Probably 50-50. It's both of them.
Yeah,
they both deserve credit on that.
Yeah, I'm the same. Like, I don't, excuse me, I don't really blame Devontae either, because he was kind of duped like twice. He came here because of Carr, you know what I'm saying? Then Carr gets the boot. And then, like, he kind of was growing something with Aiden. I feel, in my personal opinion, he was growing some with Aiden, and then Minshew's named starter. So it's kind of like, he's like, damn, like, what are you guys trying to do here? You know what I mean? Like, it's like we're supposed to get a rhythm and stuff like that, and that's the opposite of what Minshew's kind of bringing to the table. Like, that fumble still gets me. That sideways fumble, it still is like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I felt safer with Aiden behind, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I know Aiden's going to get the ball out. He's not going to do anything crazy, and he's not so unpredictable. So, you know.
So,
like I said,
I'm gonna hit you with both sides of this shit. That's the reason why I want to save my shit for last, right? So I look at it from both sides. Devontae Adams got dealt a shit hand, bro. You know what I mean? He was lied to, bro. If I'm just being real, dog, he was lied to. He was sold this dream or this vision of a Raiders team that had come off a 2021 season and was able to defy a whole bunch of adversity. You know what I'm saying? From Gruden to
He played in
Ruggs,
East Palo Alto, Jack Kenna.
from Gruden to Ruggs and all that shit, right? And was still able to go out and make the playoffs and put, you know, and take the AFC champions all the way to, you know, the end of the game, and was 1 yard short of possibly winning the game, right? And now, not only that, but the Raiders had just acquired Josh McDaniels, and a lot of people around the NFL, except for some of us Raider fans, thought Josh McDaniels' second time around, he was going to be a lot better than the first time around, and he was going to make the right decisions the second time. So he was sold on all this shit. You know what I mean? Josh McDaniels was supposed to be this great play caller, all this shit, supposed to get him open, give him the ball and all that shit, right? So now he gets over here, and the whole shit's a shit show, dude. You know what I mean? The whole shit's a shit show, right? McDaniels leaves, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Davante Adams is told, from what I was hearing, is that he'll have some say on things that are being made, from the offensive coordinator to the quarterback and all this shit, right? The Raiders dupe him again when he wanted Aiden to start Gardner. Duped him again. He's like, bro, what the fuck? And mind you, this is coming off a preseason where Gardner Minshew damn near got Harrison Bryant killed. Davante Adams said, even made it fucking clear as day in the receiver documentary, bro. I'm over here getting killed. If they're gonna keep getting me killed, I don't want to play here no more. So that's from the Davante side of it. Now let me give you my side of it, right? If you claim to be, or from the fans' perspective, right? If you claim to be a Raider fan, like he does, you would know this team has been full of dysfunction and a roller coaster ride since 2003, 2004. Nothing is ever solid here. So for you to come over here and expect that now we're supposed to go to the Super Bowl, now we're supposed to win playoff games, you know, all this shit's supposed to change now. I think you sold yourself short on that one. Hold on, let me finish. I don't want to lose my train of thought. You sold yourself short on that, right? And then you want to come over here and talk a bunch of shit about you're not getting the football and blah, 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 blah. And then we start feeding you, and now you're dropping the football. Crucial plays, third down, in the red zone, dropping it. Bro, you want to be, you still want to be considered a top 3-4 wide receiver. Justin Jefferson don't really have them problems. All these guys they don't have those problems. His lack of effort started to show that he didn't want to play here no more. And for him to be considered the leader and the person that he is, and for him to have the name that he does around the NFL, for him to act like that is a bitch move, dog. That's a bitch move, bro. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be acting like that. You're a professional. You're supposed to set the standard. He started to act like a weenie. You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, now you're over here and now you don't want to block in the run game. And now you're half-assing routes. Dude, you can't come over here and complain when you're making fucking almost $40 million a year, dog. I get your perspective, dude, but you got to understand all the organizational side of it, bro. It's not just your side of it, dog. So that's my thoughts on it. Davante Adams, another reason why he's out, before I let you take over, Ern, I'm going to shut up. Antonio Pierce, that hoe shit he did about liking that Instagram post, that's some hoe shit, bro. And I don't give a fuck about what anybody says. Oh, he already requested a trade the day before, any of that shit. Oh, and the whole, if I think a lot of the reasons why he wants to get traded is because he got benched too for business decisions. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, go ahead, Ern. Go ahead, dog. I'm gonna fucking forget.
I feel like you brought up a point, like, you know, like about a contract is signed, so you're supposed to honor the contract, right? So what happens on the other side of that when a player signs a 7-year contract and then fucking team releases him after 4 years? So you know what I'm saying? These teams treat these players as a business asset. So these players are starting to treat these teams the same way, and now it's like now the players are the bad people. I'm sorry, but I'd be completely on the player side with this shit because they be getting pimped by these teams and the organizations. So I'm like, you know, shit. However you can get your money, man, I'm more for it. They're out here putting their lives on the line while these fucking owners are sitting up there drinking Perrier and watching them play a gladiator sport.
Yep, and lightweight. Oh my bad, lightweight. What we trying to do is get a quarterback anyway, right? So I mean, we need to get as high of a pick we can for him because that's the goal. Like we usually lose people and we don't get nothing for them. So this is our opportunity to actually get something for somebody on the way out.
Well, Ben, I think, brought up a good point about, like, you know, O'Connell having a relationship and you know, a relationship with Devontae Adams, and they were building that you know, foundation. Why are we starting Minshew? Like, really, what's the point in starting Minshew? Because, like, if we're gonna have the perspective, like, oh, we're trying to win games to go to the playoffs, like, is Minshew really that guy? I mean, maybe we know we have an O'Connell, but I don't know that we do. You know, obviously you got to have a good offensive line to have an O'Connell. But when I look at it, I'm like, you know, could this lead to fucking our coach being fired? Like, is he going to be on the hot seat? Because, you know, who made the decision to start fucking Minshew instead of O'Connell? Was it the general manager? Like what's going on here? What's the game plan? Like, I'm going to go back to, you know, back when we had McDaniels, you know, or we're obviously rebuilding if we're getting rid of fucking Devontae Adams, you know, and I know we need a quarterback. So are they trying to tank? I also like felt like I didn't put it in my notes, but one of the things was, well, shit, all the sports bettors have us at 6 wins and this shit happens. Fuck, I guess somebody's trying to make the sports bettors correct or something, dude. I hope I don't want that to be a reality, man, but I just feel like if we're at this point and whatever the Raiders are going to do, then why not fucking start O'Connell? You know, and if they don't, then maybe Antonio Pierce should be looked at like he might have fucked up, you know? I don't know.
I think to go on what you're saying right there, and I think kind of to answer it, it's probably two reasons on why Gardner Minshew is starting. Number one, he's a veteran over a guy that just came into the league and stuff like that. And number two, I think it's kind of like the Zamir White incident, right? It's forcing whatever you call on week one. They called Gardner Minshew the starter, and they're trying to make it work so badly that it's just not working. But they're still trying to force that upon it. And you've seen it with Zamir White. Obviously, it took the Browns game for them to figure it out. But I think with this quarterback situation, I think they're taking extra time. They're like, hey, maybe I'm pretty sure Mataz's like, maybe the Broncos game is where Minshew shows what he got, or maybe this is the game where he get. They're just trying to force it. And I kind of made a prediction that AOC will start at the halfway through the season, which it kind of looks like it might end up that way. But it's kind of like the forcing stuff with Zamir. I think that's just what it is. They're trying to be right. And I will say this about Antonio Pierce. I don't think it's him fully making the decisions on his own. And the reason I say that is when you look at the sidelines and you look at certain calls, for instance, the call where people were questioning why did he go for it, why didn't he go for it, stuff like that. If you read what he says on the sideline, it's like, damn, why didn't we go for it? It kind of looks like there's more people in his ear saying stuff, and he's like kind of like a puppet. You feel me?
Yeah, I think to add on to your point, I think Antonio Pierce is actually doing what a head coach is supposed to do. He's letting the offensive coordinator handle the offense. He's letting the defensive coordinator handle the defense, and he's just overseeing it all. He's letting them make their decisions on the personnel and what's going on.
He's building the culture. That's what mainly sold all of us, right? His culture building, bringing back the just win, baby, bringing back the commitment to excellence, bringing back the culture of the Raiders, the fan base, and all this stuff. That's what we were all calling for him, right? Majority of the fan base was calling for him, especially on that last game of the season last year. And you kind of got to look at it from a perspective of, you know, he's just here to oversee everything, man. I think people kind of like, oh, our offense is so bad, so it's Antonio Pierce. Do people forget that he's a defensive-minded guy? Like, do we forget that? Do we forget that he was a linebackers coach before he ended up our head coach? Did we forget about all that? Like, he was a defensive-minded guy. I don't expect him to do anything on the offense. I think it's more of the offensive coordinator doing the Luke Getsy situation. I'm pretty sure Cliff was the number one option, and then he left. I don't know what made him say no or whatever made him go away, but obviously you see it there. So for me, I think I know I see a lot of people kind of say like Antonio Pierce this, Antonio Pierce that. What is he? The reality of it is he's got people in his ear, man. He brought in people like Marvin Lewis and all these guys to kind of be in his ear and help him out. And it just doesn't look like it's working too much. And, you know, obviously the scapegoat is Antonio Pierce, and I wouldn't doubt it that it eventually doesn't work. Antonio Pierce will be the one on the hot seat for everybody's doing.
Welcome to the live stream. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new.
I have a feeling that Antonio Pierce wanted O'Connell to start, and I think our general manager wanted Minshew to start. You know, and that's a hunch. Yeah. I don't have no like, you know, way to prove that or anything. I look at it and I think of when, you know, Antonio Pierce talking about, hey, I like O'Connell or whatever. Like all this could bring a rift between the general manager and the coach if that's happening. And I don't know.
Telesco paid Minshew $15 million.
Remember,
do they want to pay him? Do they want to pay a dude $15 million to sit on the bench? Like that's
but
the
look,
reality.
but look,
it's a
look,
money thing.
When Antonio Pierce got the job, they asked him, "What are you going to do about the quarterback situation?" He said, "Right now, Aiden O'Connell is our starter until somebody beats him out." So when they started Minshew, I was like, "Well, Minshew must have beat him out, so that means it's going to be an improvement from O'Connell." But then the first 2 weeks, I was looking at his numbers. I was like, his numbers look pretty good. You know what I mean? Okay, we just got to stick with him. Maybe he's going to, start becoming more dynamic or whatnot. But his numbers have just fucking took a shit the last 2 weeks, and it's crazy. And I'm not ready to pull the plug yet. I give him 2 more weeks, but by 2 more weeks, we might be out of playoff contention. And it's a tough choice to make. It's a tough choice to make.
It kind of goes back to last year. You remember with CJ Stroud situation? Remember it was a disconnect between 2 different people in the higher ups. One person wanted him, the other person didn't want to do it. It's the same way again. And I think that back to, you feel me, Minshew and stuff like that. I really think that probably majority of the people there wanted him. And I just think that Antonio Pierce was one of them that didn't. And you kind of see the disconnect by just, you see him on the sideline saying certain stuff that kind of looks like, wow, what? Isn't he supposed to be the one to make the decisions? Why is he saying those things on the sidelines and stuff like that? So, in all honesty, they just got to get it together, man. And at the end, Antonio Pierce is kind of letting everybody do their thing, right? General manager, you do what you got to do. Offensive coordinator, do what you got to do. Defensive coordinator, I'm here, to make sure that everybody does their work. And that's why the business decisions were made. He's seen certain players not giving all their effort. He benched Jack Jones. He told pretty much Davante Adams, I doubt there's an injury. Let's be honest, y'all. There's no injury. It's just the fact that it's the business decision he was talking about, lack of effort, stuff like that. So for me, I just think that Antonio Pierce's job is just to do exactly that, business decisions. Hey, if you're not showing effort for the Shield, hey, don't play. We're going to bench you. That's just reality of it. But the other things with the play calling, stuff like that, I think he's just letting them do whatever. I think that's more of the other people's doing than his own doing.
Well, to kind of backtrack a little bit on this Davante Adams shit too, I kind of felt like the writing was on the wall in the off season and in training camp, and Davante Adams barely participated in any off season program.
It was on the wall before that, Ben. It was on the wall.
No, I know. I'm talking about going into this year. I'm talking about going into this year. I knew there was an obvious disconnect. Something was wrong. Yeah. Going into this year, bro, he was taking extended time off in the offseason after putting his neck on the line for Luke Getsy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In training camp, you know what I'm saying? Yes, he had a baby. You know what I mean? But from what I'm hearing from people that are close to the organization, dude, is that he took extended time off, dude. Like, it was his baby was born, and then and you can do whatever. Dude can do whatever he wants. You know, I understand having kids and shit. And then he comes back, right? And the first press conference he has, he's asked about, he talks about preseason and, hey, are you going to get in there in the preseason and get warmed up? And he's like, I haven't played in the preseason since 2016 and all this wild shit, right? And the following day, Antonio Pierce, they ask him like, hey, Davante is back. Do you expect him to play in the preseason game? And he was like, if you're healthy, you're going to play. And what happened, dude? The preseason game came and he wasn't playing. And I was like, so he's you at the end of the day, I get Davante Adams, but at the end of the day, bro, you gotta listen to your head coach, bro. If your head coach says you gotta play, bro, you gotta go out there and fucking play, dog. You know what I'm saying? And
can I add something?
Go ahead.
I think everybody should be saluting Antonio Pierce because he's letting the whole fucking team know it don't matter who the fuck you are, bro. If you're not falling in line, your ass can be out of here too. It's setting fucking culture. So everybody who's down in Antonio Pierce, bro, you should be saluting him.
That's going to be my next topic is the whole Antonio Pierce shit. What up, Snoops? Antonio Pierce, I have some positives for him. And me personally, bro, I feel like a lot of the negatives outweigh the positives of Antonio Pierce being our head coach. I'm seeing too much. How can I say this? It looks like he's pretty much lost the locker room already, dude. He's infested this team with so much drama. NFL head coaches don't go on social media, dog, and go and post about their best players being traded. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I can't argue that.
That's a bad look.
I can't argue that.
You preach this ill intent, physicality, violence, Raider way shit. I haven't seen that at all fucking season, dude. We look soft. We've looked soft all fucking year. The fact that we're 2-2 is wild. The fact that we're 2-2 and we look as soft as we do, bro, is wild. The only ill intent, physicality, pain, and violence has been on our fandom, dog, this year. You know what I'm saying? So and then he's supposed to be a defensive guy, dude. Our defense is not very fucking good right now, bro. He continues to make the same mistakes, bro, wasting timeouts, bad clock management. Last week, dog, he literally blew a fucking timeout to try to get somebody to jump off sides, bro, to get the other team to blow a timeout when we're losing and we only have 2 remaining, bro. Like, I could go for trying to keep Zamir White in the game, and he's averaging 1 yard per carry. You know what I'm saying?
When the fuck did Ben start making so much sense, y'all? I used to be able to look at Ben and be like, "What the fuck?" And I can agree with all the shit that he's saying. It's fucking crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
I've changed my ways, bro. I told everybody, like, I used to be that guy that was the super optimistic guy that would try to give you guys. I would always try to paint the pretty picture. It's just there's not much pretty here, dude. And I'm just being real.
It ain't.
You know what I'm saying? So that right, and then he fucking, what else does he say? He fucking said anyways, I'm done ranting, bro, but you guys get pretty much the gist of what I'm saying, bro. I feel like he's the kind of coach that he kind of from what I heard with the Marcus Peters shit last year, he didn't cut him because his poor performance. He cut him because he got back talked on the sidelines when he got benched is why he got cut. And from what I'm hearing right now, Davante Adams isn't getting cut or nothing or traded because of performance. He's getting fucking traded because he back-talked Antonio Pierce when Antonio Pierce told his ass to sit the fuck down with Jack Jones for a quarter for making business decisions. So he's, in my opinion, he's just making the obvious play. The obvious fucking play is to get rid of these motherfuckers. They're not falling in line. You know what I'm saying? That's obvious. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna make one quick short point. John Gruden looks damn good on that YouTube channel. That's the Raiders' real coach. He got fired when he shouldn't have been. And I'm not saying Gruden was saying he was the best coach on the second.
Racism is not the Raider way, bro.
I'm not
speaking of that, just to address this real quick, if you guys see that egalitarian dude, he can go fuck himself. I was on Alpha Kasi Raiders show this morning, right, with him and Nutty Raider Nate on their wake up show. And I said I didn't like Antonio Pierce, and he was the bad guy and egalitarian said I'm a racist. He said if you don't like anybody who don't like Antonio Pierce, you're probably racist. So if you guys don't like Antonio Pierce, you're probably a racist, ladies and gentlemen, according to egalitarian 207.
So there's a little bit of truth in that, but he went too far saying anybody who doesn't like Antonio Pierce is a racist. That's a far stretch. But I do think it's some racism involved because after
let's not do this shit, bro.
Listen.
I'm gonna sit back on this one. I'm gonna sit back on this one. I'm gonna sit back on this one.
Give me 45 seconds. When Josh McDaniels was 4 games into his Raider coaching stint. And I was like, bro, this ain't it for this motherfucker. Y'all, everybody was willing to ride with this motherfucking rock out for 5 years, but now everybody's ready to get rid of Antonio Pierce after 4 games, and I kind of questioned why. I just wanted to get that out.
It's because for these main 2 reasons are the reasons why is it smart to move on from him? No. You don't want to keep firing head coaches. I fucking get that. That's how you're gonna set your team back. But you gotta hire the right guy, bro. How many interim head coaches turn from interim to a head coach and are successful in the National Football League? There you go. That's really the number 1 stat, bro. They're not very good, bro. There's a reason why they become interim. After that year, 9 times out of 10, they bring in a real head coach. It's too early to say Antonio Pierce, I guess, isn't a real head coach. But from, I'm not basing shit from last year. From these first 4 games, these first 4 games, I've seen a lot of Josh McDaniel-ish type Raiders, bro, in the first 4 games, bro. We almost look like a Josh McDaniels coach team. Go ahead, Hardcore.
I do like our coach. He gets us like fired up and stuff, but you also have to show results. To me, the key things is the coach and the general manager, like how that's meshing or not, the quarterback situation, and then Davante Adams. And to me, I'm not saying, like, get rid of him. I was just cracking a joke about John Gruden, but I do kind of miss him at times, but just because whatever. But anyways, that doesn't mean I want to get rid of Antonio Pierce. I mean, like, when I look at it, I'm just like, I hope I'm wrong because I don't want there to be fucking drama, but obviously we're all dealing with it. I actually want to hear from Jason, though. We've all been stealing mic time, and Jason had a chance to say anything, man. But I want to hear your opinion on everything.
I agree with you, man. Hey, I'm good with the Getsy for Gruden switch. You know what I mean? I know he's a head coach, you know what I'm saying? So that would probably never happen, but I would definitely like to see him join as the offensive coordinator for sure. But, you know, that's something we'll never see. But, I mean, with Pierce, like, I'm not going to blame him for kind of what's going on with the games because he's not the one fumbling. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not the one throwing these interceptions. So, you know, but and I think we know he's not making all the calls, and you know what I'm saying, we knew that from the beginning. We know a lot. It seems like we know a lot more than they know, because everything that we know that they need to be doing, they do the opposite of. That's why I've been away for a couple weeks too, because it's like I'm tired of talking about what we should do, what we're gonna do, and then we do the exact opposite.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like it's crazy. You know, but you know, it sucks because we're at that same point. Just like in the drafts, we never suck enough to get a higher draft pick. We're right there in the middle. And then just like with, you know, the whole Minshew Aiden thing, look where we are, 2-2. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nothing got proved. Nothing. We're right there in the middle again. So, you know, if we win this, I just hope we could just win this game like we're supposed to. I mean, even though Denver, that is going to be a tough defense. It's going to be a close.
Number 2. It's in Denver too.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, even though we've owned them for the last, this is, you know, I'm pretty sure
I sent it to you, bro.
that fire is going to be, you know, lit in them to not walk out of there with a loss. So we just got to keep our foot to the pedal. You know what I'm saying? Because they, you know, they're going to be fighting for something.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to ask you a question, Jason. Well, really everybody, but how do you guys think
hit
this?
The like button. Can one of my mods drop the links to my guys, man? Appreciate y'all.
How do you guys think this Davante Adams drama just continues this like persona with the Raiders and other NFL players not wanting to come here because they're going to think that we did Davante Adams wrong? Even if we didn't, that's probably how it's going to be perceived at the end of it all.
What up, Woody?
But I'm curious because that's another question that I have. You know,
who out there is going to be able to say that we didn't do it wrong? Though.
Say again, Ern. I didn't hear that.
What I mean, you got, like I say, you got to look at it from a player's perspective, bro. They're all gonna take Davante Adams' side. They're gonna look and be like, okay, what was this situation? Well, they don't need to ask themselves. They all seen the shit play out. Ain't nobody gonna come here, bro. The only way we're gonna be able to build is through the draft. We're gonna have to get players that are obligated. They have no choice but to play for us.
Yeah, it feels like people just come for like that free check. You can come out here, you don't have to perform, but you get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, free vacation. You know what I'm saying? It sucks, man.
That's our new reality.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Kind of Vegas hit the slot machines of the Raiders' fucking paycheck, bro.
That motherfucker said paid vacation, gang. I'm fucking dead. Come to the Raiders and get a paid vacation, boy. 4 years. 4 years, all expenses paid. The finest facilities in the world in Vegas. That's
hey, that leads
thank you, Thank you, Jesse.
That leads me to one more question. So we have some guys' contracts coming up, like you know, our safety Epps, but he's hurt. I doubt we re-sign him. Kuntz, but he's hurt. And then the linebacker, I can't think of his fucking name right now.
Diablo.
Diablo, yeah. Yeah. So do you guys think like this shit's gonna affect them wanting to stay on this team? What do you think, Jason?
I was gonna say that's a good question. Like, out of all three, which one do we bring back, right? You guys know how I feel about Diablo. Diablo can go, you know what I'm saying? Like, just off top. But Kuntz, that sucked. You know what I'm saying? Like, losing Kuntz definitely sucked because that was, you know, he was growing into that, you know, that. And then Epps was kind of on the fence for me. Like, he was cool enough, but you know, we could always upgrade. You know what I'm saying? So even with Kuntz, I always thought, you know, Kuntz is cool, but I feel like we could still get somebody better. Like, I don't know if you guys seen that trade, right? I seen it. It was on DSR's page. Like, it was where we would get Karlaftis and Lazard. I think the Chiefs would get what's his name, Reddick, and then we would get a second round pick and a 5th round pick, and then of course Davante would go to the Jets. You know what I mean? Which I thought was cool. I mean, even though the players we get, but then Karlaftis would give us somebody for the edge.
Bro, the Chiefs ain't fucking trading goddamn Karlaftis. Karlaftis is a fucking superstar, dude.
I was about to say that's a Madden trade right there.
DSR posted that. Oh, of course, Dustin posted a dumbass trade like that. Dog.
Yeah, no.
Damn, bro.
I
like Dustin, bro. That motherfucker said we're gonna trade. He said we're gonna trade Devontae Adams to the Jets for Garrett Wilson. Bro, I'm gonna spit my drink out, dude. You really think that the Jets are gonna give up Garrett Wilson for Devontae Adams? Wow.
That fool said that Zamir White was going to be way better than Josh Jacobs.
Yeah,
that was the idiot. That was the idiot call of the fucking century.
Yeah.
All of us that said that running backs.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jason. I
remember that, Jason.
Who said that? And I'm like, of course, Dustin said some wild ass shit like that.
Jason, you remember that shit? Motherfucker saying you could just stick anybody back there. They're a dime a dozen. Yeah, y'all see.
I remember that.
Joe ain't got no fucking dozen.
I remember that shit because I was dying on that Josh Jacob hill, boy. I'm like, dude, if we get rid of Josh Jacobs, we about to be fucked, bro. We're about to be fucked.
Me too.
Unless we get an upgrade, bro. And right now, when healthy, dude, there's not many upgrades over Josh Jacobs. And to replace him with Zamir White, like I followed Zamir White from Georgia. Zamir White was nothing but at most a third down running back in Georgia. He was never an every down back. So to think that he was going to be an every down back in the NFL is fucking wild. Bad coaching once again, bro.
Yeah. SC, what do you think, man? You think this Devontae Adams drama going to affect some of these guys' contracts coming up? Like if they're going to want to stay Raiders, like Trayvon Morrig, some of those other guys?
I think some of these guys that you named, right? I'm cool with letting them go. You know, for example, you know, obviously Epps is one of them. You know, I always had high praise for Isaiah Pullamau since he came out of USC. You know, everybody knows I'm a USC fan, and they're like, oh, SC is biased. No, I watch every single game. And I even rewatched the games.
Nah, motherfucker, you like him because he went to USC. Stop it.
And then obviously, I was always the one since we got Isaiah Pullamau that he's a great player, but they needed to utilize him the right way, and that was the box. And you seen him when they utilize him right, he's playing good. So for me, Epps, cool. You leave him, whatever. If he doesn't want extension, it is what it is. Another, you said Diablo, right? I was never on the Diablo train. I mean, since the start, I know people were saying that he was the next. I don't know. People were calling him some ridiculous ass things, and I was like, nah. But he did have a good season last year. I will say he had a good season last year, man. But this year is just another one of like, hey, the missed tackle stuff like that. I'm cool with letting him go. I think the only person I will extend and even consider extending out of the three names you named is Malcolm Kuntz, and that's only because I think now with the injury, we could possibly get him for cheaper because of that injury. And if he gets let go, it is what it is. We'll lose a player that obviously is a great player. He was in the upwards, but obviously that injury is going to do something to him. So you got people like Snowden and stuff like that could step up. I think the only person that you would even, sign for sure and give him an extension is Spillane, in my opinion. I think that guy.
More.
Yeah. Oh, and then Merrick, another one that.
Wait, we just extended Spillane, didn't we?
No.
Yeah.
No,
we don't.
Really?
Yeah, we only gave him like a 2-year deal or some shit.
I seen something. I kind of did the math in the offseason. I forgot the exact number, but we have over 40 players on contract. Their final year of their contract, like 40 plus players. Somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, but I literally was saying in the offseason I have to go back in my stuff and go re-look at it. But yeah, more than 40.
And I wouldn't be surprised.
That's absolutely perfect.
You want to know? You want to know what that's a product of? You want to know why we have over 40 players that are going to last year of their contract? Because we don't fucking draft for shit. Can't draft. You keep getting free agent dudes trying to build your team. You fucking.
But look, no. That's absolutely perfect that we have that many players that are in their last year. Let them all walk and fucking rebuild this shit from the ground up.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying most teams.
I'm serious. We're already
rebuilding anyways, bro. So I wouldn't give a fuck.
Hey, we rebuild every year.
Yeah, we do it every season.
No. Listen. The problem is we halfway rebuild. We fucking so-called rebuild, and then
we never rebuild.
Listen. Then we build. Then we be 2 games away from the playoffs, so we got a shitty draft pick, and then we don't have. You know what I mean? We're not in the playoffs, then we got a shitty draft pick. We need to fucking just be shit for a couple years, so we get top-notch players.
This is what we do. We sell all our gold and then get copper and wood. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, knock on wood if you're with me.
Man. Like we don't
We trade all our gold for gold-plated shit.
It's crazy.
Von Morig was drafted by Gruden. Nobody gives him credit for it. So was Malcolm Kuntz, you know. Yeah. And if you guys don't want Diablo or
Raider Room.
Who's the other one I'm thinking of?
You talking about Diablo or Epps?
Diablo. No, isn't there a fourth one that Gruden drafted?
Oh, you talking about the Gruden.
Anyways, but you know, I look at it and I'm like, dude, how many of these guys whose contracts are coming up are going to want to stay on our fucking team after dealing with this drama, dude? Like, some of these guys only been here like a couple of years, you know? Like, we've been Raider fans, so we've been dealing with this shit like every year. Like, there's no break in the fucking Raider drama. And so that's why I was asking that question. I was just curious, you know, like, I'd like to get more, at least Morig and Kuntz, you know, like what SC was saying. I feel that way too. But if you're a player, like to Ern's point, you got to look at the player's perspective. Unless you're giving them a lot of money, I don't know if those guys are going to even be on our team, bro. I mean, if I'm just being real about it.
Yeah, but some players, they're looking for legacy. They want to go to Hall of Fame and they want championship rings. Because at the end of your career, what counts is the rings, not the money.
I think only time will tell with this team. Because at the end of the day, you know, we gotta remember that we're still early in the season. It feels like it's already the end of the season, just based the way these last 4 weeks have been. But you know, at the end of the day, I think moves will be made at the trade deadline. I think that's where you will see some moves being made, and you know, this Broncos game
contract too.
Yeah, this Broncos game is gonna be really telling of like, okay, is it really a disconnect between players right now? Is there a disconnect between the players, coaches? This Broncos game is gonna be key for that, for pretty much a lot of answers. And you know, at the end of the day, Jack Jones is one of them, right? That got benched, blah blah blah. We know he's had prior incidents with the Patriots not wanting to play, lack of effort, stuff like that. And obviously he came out, I don't know if you guys seen his presser, or it wasn't a presser, it was like him in the locker room talking about it, saying like he understood it. He kind of looked like an understanding guy. Usually he's not that type of dude, especially with his incident in the Patriots. But to see that, it kind of shows me that I'm kind of like on the other fence of the locker room being lost. I don't think he's been lost yet. But, you know, obviously, you know, some players will leave. They will leave because at the end of the day, like Ernst said, championships are key, but I do think players will still come. But I don't think it's going to be a lot of them. I don't think it's going to be like every single player, oh, yeah, I want to go to the Raiders. I want to go to the Raiders. It's going to be like, I want to go to the Raiders. And then 50 other players are going to say no. And then another player is going to say yes. It's probably that ratio, I would say.
Hey, we'll
get players like this, the ones that have already won championships, and now they want money. That's the ones we'll get.
Hey,
I mean, Wilkins came right
with that comment. Raiders Rebel said Divine Diablo couldn't tackle a mannequin in the middle of a department store. That's almost as funny. That's almost as funny as my Zamir White running into a fucking street lamp in the middle of the desert joke.
I haven't pounded this drum for a while, but there's one player I'd like to see us go out and really try to get that most people have been completely on the other side of the fence, going back to when we drafted Aiden O'Connell, and that's when I wanted Hendon Hooker. Everybody thought midget Bryce Young was going to be the next coming of fucking who knows what, you know, and I was one of the only players that I was like, this guy's going to be a bust. And I said literally that Hendon Hooker would be the second best quarterback out of that draft, and he's sitting on a bench with the Lions because they have a good quarterback, Jared Goff, and you could go out and get that guy without giving up the kitchen sink. You could still draft a guy too, but you could go out and you get Hendon Hooker and you could let him compete, man. If the Raiders could at least do that and, you know, explore that option, I'd be like a giddy little fucking girl, dude, because, like, you know, like, I'd like to see Aiden O'Connell get a chance, but at the same time, fuck, man, why can't we just go out and, like, get Hendon Hooker and, you know, let him learn the playbook a little bit, maybe not start him right away, but give that dude a fucking shot, dude. Someone's going to get that dude.
Okay.
And I'm telling
Are you okay with sending Devontae to Detroit for Hendon Hooker?
Fuck it, dude. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I mean, Hendon Hooker's worth a second-round draft pick, in my opinion. I know 98% of people will disagree with me. Hendon Hooker is worth a second or a third-round draft pick, in my opinion.
No, Luke Matherson's out on Sunday.
I thought about that trade as well, but I didn't know if everybody, you know, I didn't know what everybody else thought about it, but that crossed my mind as well.
What, Hendon Hooker or what?
Yeah, I seen it on Twitter, like they're showing like potential draft packages, and I saw what was Hendon Hooker, and I started thinking, I was like, you know what, that might could work out.
I will say this about quarterbacks. I don't want to get all into the draft or whatever, but just what I've seen, bro, and I know a lot of people are high on certain players like Shador. I mean, next year there's not really anybody that really catches my eye where it's like, oh yeah,
Dion is not letting Shador come here.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general, like
what up, Dirty?
What up? Yo. Is he talking?
I don't think he can hear us. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Oh, okay. But I was just gonna say, like, there's no quarterback that kind of catches my eye where it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna come over here and we're gonna win. We got our quarterback of the future. There's just nobody that is that shine like the last few drafts. So, I mean, on that note,
Quinn Ewers?
Uh-huh.
You don't like Quinn Ewers?
I like him better than Shador, in my opinion. I think
like Cam Ward.
I know a lot of people are
I
gonna
was
hate
just
this.
gonna ask
take,
about him
but
too, Ben.
I know a lot of people are gonna hate this. I know a lot of people are gonna hate this, take, but like Sanders is kind of like overhyped in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm good on Shador Sanders.
That's out. Yeah. That's out. Dion already said Dion said he's not fucking with the Raiders.
Every single time he's a weenie, dog. Every single time Shador Sanders has a shit game, he blames it on everybody else. My offensive line didn't do this. This guy didn't do it. Shut your crybaby ass up, dude. You play quarterback. You know,
I'd rather get Hunter than
his offensive line is trash, bro.
I get it, I get it, but there ain't no goddamn NFL quarterbacks that come out every single week that have shit offensive line. Like, yeah, my offensive line shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's valid.
And if he wants to be an NFL player, he can't come over here and try to throw blame on everybody else. I don't want him, dog. His fucking dad's a diva. I don't want his.
He's not coming here anyway.
Here. The only way check this out. I said this the other day. If Mark Davis wants to truly sell tickets, if Mark Davis wants to truly try to get Raider fans to fill that motherfucker up,
get the hooker to vacate.
Hold on. Antonio Pierce is going to be somewhat of a scapegoat for the Raiders this year. We may fuck around and be trash. We draft Shador Sanders. AP gets fired. We bring in fucking Deion Sanders. Now we got Deion Sanders, Shador Sanders. This fucking primetime Vegas, right?
Bruh. They can't fucking win in college. They don't fucking win there.
Ern, you're thinking this is what I want. This is not what I want. What I'm saying is this. Tell me that Raider fans wouldn't want it. That's an attraction, right? Shador,
well, I
Deion,
see what he's saying.
Deion,
like selling tickets,
time.
I understand that.
Sounds like a Las Vegas show.
Hey,
we're in Las Vegas.
And to kind of answer hardcore Raiders question in that same sentiment is to say this: until we get a quarterback, nobody's gonna want to come here. No true player that wants to win is gonna come here. Players that want to get paid, maybe, but they're going to come out and they're going to play like they're just here to get paid. Until we start looking like we're serious, no players that are serious are going to want to come here, dude. I'm surprised Wilkins came here, dude. It was because of Max. Go ahead, Jason. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, no, you good. Hey, they got us getting the LSU guy, Nesselmeyer or whatever, Garrett Nesselmeyer.
Fuck?
That's what I said too. I had to check out. It's like Garrett Nesselmeyer or Musselmeyer or something like. But he's the LSU quarterback. I guess he played with Neighbors last year or whatever.
Nesselmeyer, you said?
Yeah, Nesselmeyers but you know what I mean?
Nesselmeyer?
Nessel, like Nussle.
No, there's no LE. It's just NUSSMEIER.
There's an easier way to spell that. There's an easier way to spell that. TRASH.
He said,
hold on.
You ain't got to go all out and try to fucking Google his name.
Hendon Hooker is better than
200.
Shador Sanders, man. I'm saying.
I got some of these pink nerds. Yeah, Jerry Fuentes. Let me.
Hey, Ben. So I'm looking at his college stats, bro. For his 4-year career, his quarterback combined rating is 145.8.
Who's this we're talking about?
I mean, Nussmeyer, he got fucking nice numbers, bro.
How long has he been the quarterback for LSU? Has he been there for Neighbors and all those dudes?
Yeah, 4 years. 2001, 21, 22, 23, and 24.
Yeah, he might be one of the slept-on quarterbacks then, to be honest.
Yeah. And right now, his quarterback rating is 160.4 this season.
I know we're talking about quarterbacks, but you guys seen that running back from
13 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions.
Hey, Ben, bro, I was just about to say there's my boy
running back from Boise State.
Bruh.
Dude, if we can find a way to draft him next year, we ain't got no. That motherfucker got like 800 yards through 4 games or something wild, dude. Yeah. He's averaging like 150, 100. Motherfucker's already got a game where he's ran for like 280 yards in 1 game, bro.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, let me show you. The running back from Boise State, dog.
Nah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
What's his name, Eric? I know you're the college football dude. What's his name?
It's like Ashton something. I don't know his last name.
I'll show you.
I forgot his last name. But it's Ashton. I know his first name.
Ashton Genty.
There you go.
Is Dirty's mic on or is it muted? What's up, Dirty?
No, he's muted right now.
So Genty, okay.
Yeah, dude, look his numbers, bro. Motherfuckers, that fool's fucking going crazy, dog.
Can you hear me?
Crazy. Yeah, we hear you now.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
We hear you now.
Yeah.
Hey Ben, we won a JPJ last year, so hey, we calling it right now. We want that.
I want Ashton Genty, dog.
Hey Ben, he averages 10.3 yards a carry.
Yeah, bro, look at his film, dude. He just runs, dude. He runs fast. He runs people over. That dude is crazy. No, I get it, Jason. I'm just saying, if we have a quarterback, if we could find a way to get a quarterback, I would love to have that dude, bro. That dude's a beast. Anyways, Dirty. Before we hop into this next game, give us a little quick recap of your thoughts on that Browns game, and then we'll hop into this next game real quick, and then we'll get your thoughts on all the controversial shit after that.
Browns game.
Yeah,
that was it was what I expected. I said we was gonna win by 3. I'm not too hyped about it because we played a depleted Browns team full of injuries. You know what I mean? That offensive line, that defensive line, pretty much all second string, right? So we did what we were supposed to do, which was go out there and win. I don't care if it was by 4, if it was by 1, by 3, whatever. You were supposed to win that game. So for me, I'm not hyped about it. I'm not thrilled about it, but I'll take the win.
Yep. All right, so let's get into this game. Let's start with this fucking long ass injury report.
God damn!
Stretch the fuck out, boy.
I go lie, I did. I didn't see today's injury
That shit
report.
look like a college essay and shit.
This shit stretched out like a East E14 hooker, boy, running the blade right now. That bitch all the way stretched.
That shit long like Ben's DMV report.
Boy, this shit stretched out like ass cheeks at a Diddy party.
Throwing a hot dog down the hallway.
I mean, to be honest, if you look at the people out, I mean, similar to last week, and also, I mean, I'm not that angry. I'm not that.
We did get Max Crosby back today. We got Divine Diablo back today, and we got Parham back today. So that's all good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys that are out, in my opinion, they're not like huge losses in my opinion. Like Thayer Munford's out, in my opinion. I like Glaze more from the short.
Feel the glaze. Feel the glaze.
Michael Mayer, he's out. From what I heard today, guys, he deleted his Instagram.
Oh shit!
What?
Yeah, Michael Mayer deleted his Instagram. The guy that's out with personal reasons. So nobody to do. A lot of people are hoping that he's in a good spot. I heard he was having a baby. I don't think anybody who had a baby is gonna go delete their Instagram. But who am I to know?
Maybe he just don't want people blowing his fucking inbox up.
Maybe
that too.
But Devontae Adams is out. That's obvious. It says hamstring, but we all know that's a business decision.
Yeah.
Hey, just tell me he don't have the same locker as Tyson that Chandler had. As long as he don't have the same locker Chandler Jones had. If he do, it's something in that locker, bro.
So Trey Taylor's out. We actually just got him back this week, so I wasn't expecting him to play anyways, but it is cool that we got him back. Zamir White pulled up with the hamstring on Tuesday's practice. He's not going to play. That's a blessing in disguise. And Luke Masterson's going to be out. So with Luke Masterson being out, Antonio Pierce said today that Tommy Eichenberg will be your starter opposite of Robert Spillane.
Give him a shot. Fuck it. Give him a shot.
With Zamir White out, Alexander Madison will be your featured running back.
Good.
And pretty
much. Is Aiden O'Connell on that list, or am I tripping?
Aiden O'Connell's
no.
Oh yeah, he is down here, but he ain't got no injury. I guess he was limited for some day for some reason.
This is interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
So how we feeling about this? Go ahead, Essie.
I was just gonna say that I'm actually very. I wouldn't say excited, but like very interested in this game even more. Like I am every week. You know, it's Raiders football at the end of the day. You know, that's what I love seeing. But to know that some of these players are opening a door for other people to have opportunities is what I'm looking at. At the end of the day, I never want anybody to be injured, bro. I want everybody to recover the same way. I want everybody to be good. But I will say that
go after Eric.
Yeah. All I want to say is that with Madison there now getting more reps, that's going to be one that I'm like, okay, it's a door for him to show what he got finally. Thayer Munford obviously gone. Glaze could show what he got and prove people like me wrong, because I thought it was a reach at first. And then the more and more every week comes out, he's doing better. He's doing consistent numbers, so that's good. And then on top of that, obviously Devontae Adams, it kind of opens the door. I mean, it kind of looked like the passing game is a little bit more free without him, as much as I hate to say it, but it's the reality of it. And then obviously, you go down the list, there's not really anybody else besides Luke Masterson out, which opens the door for, I call him Green Dot Tommy Eichenberg, because at the end of the day, the guy had the green dot in the offseason and stuff like that. And it's interesting to see. And then Michael Mayer, Harrison Bryant, man, I liked what I seen from the guy. So
I just want to address the passing game that you was talking about. That's just
my
real
bad,
quick.
Gary. I left you in the backstage, bro. My bad, gang. Saludos.
You all good. But that passing game, the only reason that passing game looked any good this weekend that just passed is because Cleveland is down to their fucking backup corners.
No, they had their starting corners out there. They had Martin Emerson and Denzel Ward.
Corner, and he dropped in the second quarter.
Not that I recall.
Hey, y'all. I got a question for you guys. Since this is a unusually long injury report, how many of these injuries do you think are business decisions that the Raiders made?
Half of them.
Which ones do we think?
Devontae Adams.
Dylan Parham?
Nah, hell nah.
No.
That's an Achilles, so yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's got an Achilles. And believe it or not, Dylan Parham's been the highest ranked guard in the NFL at the first 4 games.
Really?
Yeah, according to PFF.
Okay.
But you take PFF with a grain of salt, you know what I'm saying? But
Zamir White.
Zamir, Devontae, and Michael Mayer are the 3 that catch my eye.
Zamir is definitely a business decision. He sucks, dude, but fucking Antonio Pierce is too much of a coward to go out there and admit that he made the wrong decision by fucking bringing him in instead of Jacobs. So now he's always
that wasn't his decision. That was not his decision.
The fuck
he was mad about that. That was not his decision.
Telesco's decision.
That's all Telesco. The head coach can't make you an offer on a contract. The general manager does.
Yeah.
Isaiah Palomalo is pretty much good.
Yeah.
That's that dude, man.
Yeah, he's definitely that dude.
Honestly, I don't think Telesco knows what running back talent is.
I beg to differ. He had Austin Eckler there for years, dude. Austin Eckler.
He didn't draft Austin Eckler. Remember that. The coach begged for Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler was a UDFA. So I don't think Telesco
drafted him, though.
No, he didn't draft him. A UDFA is undrafted.
Yeah, I know. I get what I get it. Obviously, it's undrafted, but obviously, the general manager gets in.
He signed him as a UDFA.
Yeah, but the coach begged for him. Telesco wasn't going to get him.
So I don't know about it. I just know that the general manager is responsible for signing and cutting players and shit like that.
Hey, I don't want to start rumors or whatever, but remember, our general manager never even gave Josh Jacobs a call. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, and Josh Jacobs left because of the Raiders. He didn't leave because of it like Antonio Pierce or nothing. As much as I say he fumbled the bag, Josh Jacobs got disrespected by the Raiders, bro.
He left because of the guys up top, the brass, the ones that didn't want to fucking work.
Josh McDaniels spit in his face, dude. And then Josh Jacobs felt to rebuild and was like, fuck that. I'm not rebuilding again. I'm out.
This is what I'm saying. I think there might be a rift between the GM and Antonio Pierce, or it's like building. I hope it doesn't end up being something, dude, but there's just some weird stuff happening.
So let's go and get fired before Pierce will.
Yep.
So
we're not going to keep on playing musical chairs with the head coach.
But we can't keep doing that with general manager neither, though. I would rather take an established general manager off a project fucking head coach that ain't never coached in the NFL before in his life, ain't never called a play, ain't never did nothing.
That's a general manager that has never won anything.
But it wasn't his fault, bro. Telesco was a GM of the Chargers, bro, that built all those fucking great rosters they had over there. The reason why
didn't win anything.
He's not in charge of that, bro. That's what coaches do. His job is to bring in talent, bro. And not once did he lack. The reason why the Chargers were always named as the team to beat and all that shit. No, I want our team to get talent and a real coach, not Antonio Pierce, who's a fucking rah-rah fucking cheerleader fucking head coach that don't know his ass from his elbow is what I want. I want Telesco to bring in a real motherfucking head coach.
He don't know his ass from his elbow?
Yeah, in terms of
I think
NFL,
his trophy,
he don't know his ass
his
from
trophy
his elbow.
case will beg to differ,
As
bro.
a player, yeah, I'm not taking that from him. I'm talking about an NFL head coach. We're the Raiders,
Well, hold
bro.
up.
We
If
need to
he-
bring established winning pedigree into our fucking organization, not all these first-time head coaches, first-time GM. How many fucking first-time head coaches been our goddamn head coach, bro? You want to know why we suck? Let's let you get your feet wet here. You come in and get your feet wet. Here, you go ahead and come in and get your feet
all of our
wet.
all of
Here,
our
you come
great
in and
head
get your
coaches
feet
were
wet.
first-time head
Get your
coaches.
feet wet, head-
Tom Flores,
Nah.
John Madden, John Gruden, they were all first-time head coaches.
Yeah, well,
That's
that
the
shit ain't
Raider
work.
way.
That shit ain't worked since John Gruden's first stint, motherfucker. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
Yeah, but
That's
what
the
I'm
Raider
saying
way.
is, if Antonio Pierce
And
wanted
the
Josh
Raider way
Jacobs,
don't motherfucking work, so we need to try something else. We need to try the Vinther way or this podcast panel way or something. I don't fucking know, dog. But that way ain't working, dog. We need to stop going that way. We need to go another way, goddammit.
I still want to hear your reason
about
for
it.
why
Tell
it
him
didn't
about
work with the Chargers with Telesco. I'm still waiting to hear your reason.
Well,
on why
Staley
it
was
didn't
there
work.
forever, dog. Everybody knows Staley's a fucking bum. Who was their head coach
He
before
was only
Staley?
there for like 2 or 3
Yeah,
years,
but
bro.
Who
why
was
it
their
didn't
coach
work?
before that?
You know why it didn't work? You want to know why it didn't work for the Chargers?
it was the Broncos.
They
Because of
always
Dean
had a fucking
Spanos.
injury list like what we got right now.
Because of Dean Spanos, the same fucking reason why the
Nope.
Raiders will never
Every-
be shit,
every
because they
year-
have a shit owner and we have a shit owner, dog.
Every
Facts,
year, the Chargers have a
facts,
fucking
facts.
injury list
Yeah.
just like
It
this.
starts from the top. Anybody with a brain knows
Every
Dean
fucking
Spanos is
game.
a fucking loser, dog. They got a shit
it
owner.
every
We
year?
got a shit owner, bro.
Every-
Period.
Game. They have
Anthony
an
Lynn,
injury
wasn't
list
it?
just
Anthony
like this.
Lynn.
Yeah, Anthony
And
Lynn,
the
that
only
dude's a
reason that-
fucking
look-
loser-ass head coach, too.
Hey, the only reason the Chargers play in a good ass stadium is because the NFL forced the Rams to take them with them if they
Yep.
went to LA. That's the only way they could get that stadium.
And they knew the Raiders wasn't going to go there. The Rams wasn't going to take them because they know the Raiders would have took over that goddamn stadium. They wouldn't have even been to Rams Stadium. Anyways,
But
let's
my thing
continue
is,
on
if-
everybody's thoughts on this injury list, because I know some people here is limited on time, and I want to make sure we get over this injury report and talk about this game a little bit. So let's go down the panel. Go ahead, Jason. What's your thoughts on this long ass injury report?
Ooh, I'm looking at the DBs because Jacorian Bennett and what's the name, Palomal being on there too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Palomal was out because he had a baby. His reasons was personal, and Jacorian Bennett didn't. He was a full practice all week. He's on there, but he's full practice. He didn't miss no practice or nothing.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm worried about because I do not want Knicks lighting us up after, not having a good start to the season too. But you know how we do. We like to give it up, and we like to have let people have career games against us. So
Star creators.
That shit gotta stop.
yeah. So, but yeah, and then oh damn, Zamir White is out. Damn.
that means no fumbles.
Yeah.
They won't be having fumbles.
That shit
Damn,
under, bro.
we get to hang on to the ball. Damn. Yeah, so that's
What's that saying? Looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. That shit for some reason is ringing a bell right now.
Yep, that part.
man.
All right, go ahead, Eric. Quick thoughts on this injury report, bro.
The only thing that is a little bit worrying is Max Crosby, and I'm gonna say this. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, I want him to play. I want him to play too." But if he's not ready, bro, don't throw him out there. And that's what I'm scared of. If you throw him out there and then he gets re-injured, that's something I don't want. And as much as I know, he's even came out and personally said it on his own podcast and podcasts in general. He said it. He said he's never missed a game ever, and it was weird to him, but he understands it. And I just hope that if he's not ready, because by the looks of it, did not participate, and then limited, it looks to me that he's not ready. And in that sense, what I'm scared of is putting him out there, him not showing his full effort because of his ankle, and then again getting re-injured, and now the rest of the season we're without him or something. That's the only thing I'm scared from this injury report. But besides that, everything else, it's a bunch of open doors, man. Madison, open door. Once again, you have Glaze, open door. Bryant, open door for these other guys to step up. Snowden, open door. So these guys, that's what I'm excited about. But Max Crosby is the only thing that worries me, that if he's not ready, bro, and they throw him out there, something could happen. Because at the end of the day, we got to realize that this is a very physical sport. Regardless of how many flags they throw, it's a physical sport. So hopefully, if he's not ready, don't throw him out there. That's it.
Hey, Max was in mode, bro. He was listening to King Von. He was vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like he was ready.
All I gotta say, bro, before we move on about what you just said about Max Crosby, all I know is if he can't play, they had his ass at practice today doing the Soldier Boy up in this hole, crack this crank and watch me roll. Bro, if he can't fucking play, he better not be out there doing that shit. I'm like, this motherfucker got a
no fucking Soldier Boy.
Bro, I was like, this motherfucker got a broken ankle and he's out here doing Soldier Boy dances and shit. Yeah. Like, oh, he better get his ass out there and play. Like, see, this is the thing, right? It's like, dude, you're missing games and shit. You're missing practices and you're over here just partying and shit. Oh, yeah, look at me party. Yeah, watch me roll. Yeah, watch me roll. I'm not going to be too negative. Anyways, move on. Hardcore Raider, your thoughts on the injury report, bro.
To be honest with you, SC Raider stole my thunder. So I stand with him. I just don't want to further injury with Max Crosby. So I'll leave it at that. Pass the mic and say cheers.
Go ahead, Ern.
Everybody's having a good night.
Cheers. Saludos.
Shit. We are the second to last ranked rushing team in the NFL.
Yeah, I know. We were last week. The only reason why we were able to get past that is because Alexander Madison averaged 12 yards per carry. So we got.
You gotta remember also the Panthers were too. I just got to say that, throw that out there. You feel me? I'm just saying.
I'm not feeling good about this game, y'all. I think this is the week where our streak against Denver gets broken. I'm not trying to be Mr. Negative, but I don't have a good feeling about this.
Ernst Dramas.
Deja Zeus.
If you guys were gonna make your picks or whatever, and that's gonna be like your pick that's gonna put you over the top, don't pick us.
I think it's just that a cloud over us right now, where we feel like nothing good's gonna happen this week. It's just that dark cloud that we
Not
feel.
me. This is Denver, boy. We be beating the fuck out of Denver, boy. I ain't worried shit all about Denver, dog. Until Denver beats us, dude, I ain't sweating shit. And I don't give a fuck about them having a good defense. Every fucking year, Denver has a good defense. Every year.
Have we ever been at all them times we beat Denver? Have we ever beat them with Gardner Minshew?
No, but we beat him with Jimmy Garoppolo. He's worse than Gardner Minshew.
That's a good point too, though. Jimmy G.
We beat him with Jimmy G and Josh McDaniels, bro. Okay. Like, come on now. I feel like with that, we should be able to beat him with Antonio Pierce and Gardner Minshew.
Hey, by 1 point though.
Yeah,
we also Josh Jacobs carried a lot of that though.
Hey, and Jimmy G threw 2 interceptions in that game.
Yeah,
we still won.
But the difference is the difference is number 8 that's in Green Bay now.
No, because Josh Jacobs only had like fucking 20 yards rushing that game. He got put in a box, Roddy Rich. Josh Jacobs didn't do shit.
Bro, it was like 5 games that we beat them. That we're talking about over
you're right.
5 games.
So this is the thing, right? We've had true Bronco killers, dude, over this streak of beating them, dude. And our Bronco killers are starting to leave. You know what I'm saying? Devontae's been a Bronco killer. Waller was a Bronco killer. Renfro was a Bronco killer. Derek Carr was a Bronco killer. All these dudes, right? The only people we got stuck left with now is like Max Crosby.
Brock Bowers about.
That's why I was getting ready to say Brock Bowers is gonna have to be the guy that's gonna have to establish himself as that Bronco killer. But anyways, Dirty, go ahead with your thoughts on this injury report, bro.
All right, so. I'm not going to touch the Max. It's already been touched by everybody, right? Everybody has the same concerns.
Oh, yeah, it's been touched like a Diddy party.
But this whole list concerns me.
Hell yeah,
there's not just one person on this list. This whole list concerns me. The most concerning part about this list is the fact that there's 4 offensive linemen on it.
Yeah.
You got 2 guards, 2 tackles on your injury list right now. We already weren't that good. So now you're telling me we got to bring in people off the practice squad and off the street to fill in for these motherfuckers who can't go? Because you got to have backups, right? You got to have backups just in case somebody else dropped. God forbid. I ain't wishing it on, you know what I mean? Nothing like that. But that's very concerning to me. That's one. That's before Max Crosby. That offensive line being on this list concerns me. Second thing that concerns me on this list is the tight ends. You know what I mean? Because, again, it boils down to our blocking, especially in the run game. You don't have a Michael Mayers who can block.
My God, this can
and Brock Bowers is dealing with a hip issue. If anybody know what it feel like to deal with a hip pointer. That shit is painful.
Mm-hmm.
You can still play, but that shit hurt because it's a deep bruise. There's not anything wrong or anything. There's not nothing broken or, you know what I mean, torn or partially torn. What it is it's a deep contusion bruise. And that shit hurts because you got to take 1 or 2 shots before the game just not to feel 100% pain. Maybe might reduce it down to like 20%, but you're still playing with pain.
Cortisone
right?
shot.
That kind of concerns me.
He can call me. I got some Percocet for him.
Concern me, you know what I mean? He was a full participant after, you know what I mean, after the baby got here. You know what I mean? He didn't participate for a personal reason. She had the baby. He didn't participate the next day because he took the day off to be with wife and baby. You know what I mean? And then came back to practice full participant. But we had till Wednesday off anyway. You know what I mean? So it's not really, that don't concern me. He is a beast. I know y'all saw that article like last week that said Devontae may have played his last game as a Raider. I think the name on that contract, on that article, should have been that Epps may have played his last game as a Raider, because Palomalu is a beast. And if Palomalu continues to play like that, ain't no reason to bring back Epps. So that story actually should have been about Epps, and I wish him the best, full recovery, but he gone for the year. And if Palomalu balls out like I think he will, like I seen him do, he earned his way onto the SC spot, I mean, starting spot. You know what I mean? He earned his way up there. It wasn't just given to him. You know what I mean? He earned it. And now he's next man up, and that man balled out last week, and I think that's going to continue. That's going to make our defense just that much, a little bit better, and teams not willing to throw the ball as much as they were when Epps was back there. Because one thing Palomalu is not scared of is contact. Epps don't like contact. Well, Palomalu will hit you because he can also play linebacker, because he's played linebacker for us at SC, and he's also played linebacker for us here. You know what I mean? So for me,
what up, Pizzo? How you doing?
What's cracking? How you guys doing?
Trey Taylor, need a backup. Hopefully he can, you know what I mean, get a
He just got back. He just got back this week, so he wasn't expected to be ready anyways.
Zamir White, whatever. You know what I mean? You need this time to figure out whatever it is you got going on, man. Figure it out, bro.
Dixon.
You know what I mean? Because I'm almost done with you.
He has a lot to figure out.
I've been done with Zamir White after one preseason game.
To be done with a player, but I'm almost done with you, bro.
Throw him in the trade. Throw him in the trade with Devontae just for free. Just you know what I mean? Just
as
good.
far as Devontae, hey, look, whatever's best for the team, whatever's best for the player. Look, y'all know how I feel about DA. I feel the same way about DA that I felt about Carr. I'm not gonna put all the blame on him. Did he drop some passes? Yes, he did. Did the team look better last week without him? Maybe, maybe not. But I blame that on injuries that fucking Cleveland had on their roster anyway. You know what I mean? We didn't look great. We looked better. You know, we gave Minshew some lanes to throw in. That was a key difference. It had really nothing to do with Devontae being on the field or off the field. It had a lot to do with the offensive line giving him lanes to throw through. Something that they haven't been giving him in the last couple of games. And I don't know what the hate on Minshew is. I mean, the man's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL right now. So I don't know why you want to get. Yes, he's in the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL right now. Go look it up.
By what rating? QBR?
Minshew, I think, is top 10 in yards.
Yeah, yards.
Yeah, it's like top 10 in yards.
He was top 5 through 3 weeks, but I think since he had that game where he only threw for barely over 100 yards, bro, I think he's at like top 10 now. Like,
what is he in turnover? What is he in turnovers though?
He's had an interception every single game except one. That last week's game, he didn't throw an interception.
Yeah, but you got quarterbacks doing 3 or 4 interceptions a game. At least he's not doing that.
Who's thrown 3 or 4
interceptions? He's not holding up like a lawn chair. Let me ask you guys a real honest question. And I know a lot of people don't like him, but I'm gonna tell you, is he the best option for the Raiders long term? Probably not. Is he the best option for him right now? Yes, he is. Because there's a very big difference between him and AOC. Do I like AOC? Yes. Do I think he'll be a good quarterback at some point in time? Yes. Do I think he needs time? Yes. Because he still folds under pressure. When you send a rush at him and he can't get out, he will not attempt to move from that spot and extend the play. I hate that. That bothers the shit out of me, especially on 2nd and 7, and then you lose fucking 10 yards and you're at 3rd and 17. You know the offensive coordinator is going to call a fucking run, so why the fuck take the loss? At least get rid of the ball. But the fact that he tucks the ball away,
let's just kind of stay on topic, and then we'll kind of keep going. Jerry, quick thoughts on this injury report, bro. Because I don't think Eric's gonna be here like I have all night, bro. But I know there's some people that I just want to make sure that we get over this in this next game, and then we can talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
Okay, so let me wrap it up. 10 seconds. My biggest concern about this whole motherfucking list right here is the offensive line.
What up, Bugsy? All right.
Hey, cool. Dirty, didn't you like Chase Garbers?
Yeah, he was a Chase Garbers guy.
Okay, all right, that's all.
Hey, Jerry, any thoughts on this injury report?
Go Cal.
So Brock, first off, Brock Bowers, because like bro said, that hip injury really serious, especially the hits he'll be taking when he gets the ball. They gang tackle him, so he's gonna feel that. Max Crosby being hurt, I wouldn't mind him sitting out one more week if he has to.
Yeah,
and pretty much what you said too about the O line. Yeah, I seen that too. I'm like, oh damn, this thing is filled up with O line. And Mir White care less, as that's pretty much good. Luke Madison, it'd be good to be out there just for depth. We need depth too.
Hey Pizzle, what's good with you, Brody? Nice to see you, dog. Hopefully you're
doing
good,
on,
bro.
How are you?
Shit, we're chilling, dog. Just
good.
Just going over this injury report right here. This is this week's injury report right here, bro. You got any thoughts on this shit? We got Crosby back at practice today. He'll probably play. We got Divine Diablo back at practice today after both of those guys missed last week. Both of those guys will probably play. Thayer's out. Michael Mayer's out. Devontae's out. Zamir White is out. He got the injury, and Luke Masterson's out.
Well, I'm happy about Zamir and Masterson. Those guys can sit out the rest of the year as far as I'm concerned. The one guy that concerns me the most out of all of these guys is Colton Miller. He's had a really bad
injury report, though. He's healthy.
I think he is,
he's right here.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He's right here.
My bad. Yeah, my bad.
He's right here in the middle.
Yeah.
He's got a knee and shoulder injury. He didn't practice. So, I mean, for me, he's been crucial all year, dude. He's been giving up the booty. I'm really worried about him.
Booty.
He has. He's been giving up the booty, dude.
He's right, yeah.
Especially for the blind
He's given up 5 sacks, I believe, through 4 games.
Nah, it's giving up the booty, no meat meal.
And it's the blind side. So if you're getting ready to throw, dude, you're getting smashed. Of course he's trying to run. I understand he's got happy feet. I think I would have happy feet too. But that's my main concern right here is this guy, Colton Miller. Everybody else, and Bowers, I hope he's able to come in and do what he does because we need to get him the ball way more. We're not getting him the ball enough.
Yeah.
Maybe we should put Thayer Mufford at left guard and then that rookie at right or left tackle. And then the rookie at right tackle. Thayer Mufford did pretty good left tackle.
Let's get into this upcoming game against the Broncos. We're gonna let Eric start it off. What's your thoughts on this Broncos game? What do the Raiders need to do to win this game? Who do you think is going to be the key player? And go ahead.
Well, this is going to be a game that's going to be tough. It's every divisional matchup is going to be tough. Whether you play the Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos, it's going to be tough. So I'm not expecting this game to be a 30-7 game or something like that. It's going to come down to a field goal or even just one possession, right? In general, I'm just in order for the Raiders to win, they got to do exactly what they did against the Browns as far as the running game going. Now with Zamir White out, and now you have Madison coming up, McAllister, and all these other guys. I'm expecting it to open up a little bit more. I'm hoping, right? But at the end of the day, we got to come to reality too. The Broncos are finally getting it together with their defense. I don't know if you guys, for everybody, you know, I know some people just stick to Raiders football, don't watch other teams or whatever. But from what I've been seeing from the Broncos, they're finally getting it together on that defense side of the ball. And you know, their defense is nothing to play with. I will say their offense is similar to ours, where they can't score too much. Their quarterback barely scored a touchdown last week. And how many weeks have we been through the season? And he threw less than 100 yards last week. And I get it. It was a rainy day or whatever. But still, regardless of it, he's been doing it all season. So for the Broncos, you know, their defense is their strongest suit. The same way our defense is our strongest suit, we could say, right? So I'm expecting this to be a very defensive matchup. It's whoever's offense could pop off first, right? Who could get it going before the other team gets it going. And like I've been saying, the Raiders have not been getting it going for 4 quarters. They've been playing 1 quarter here, 1 quarter there. They're not doing 1, 2, 3, 4. They're doing 1 quarter here and there. So I'm hoping the Raiders could get it together on the offensive side of the ball. The rushing game is going to be very important in this game because, you know, like I said, their defense is nothing to play with, man. That Broncos defense is nothing to play with. So I'm expecting it a 1 possession game. I'm not gonna give a prediction as far as score wise, but that's what I will say. 1 possession game. And you know, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure a lot of us are expecting to win, just like we expected to win against the Panthers, expected to win against Cleveland. All these we could expect whatever, but at the end of the day, if the Raiders do not do exactly what they need to do, we're going to lose this game. And it's not going to be like other games where it's like we could go into the Broncos and be like, hey, we're going to beat them. That's it. We're going to beat them. That's it. It's not one of those games, man. There's a whole different Broncos team. They're finally getting their identity together. And I'm expecting in 1 possession. And then 1 key player, I'm going to say, for the Raiders is going to be, I'm going to say, it's tough.
Oh, Mal.
I will say that, but I don't want to be biased right now. I'm going to say Madison. I think this is his chance to show,
that's a great fucking pick, dude.
Like, I think Madison is going to be the key to the game because if he could get it going, he's not only going to show everybody that's been believing in Zamir, believing in what they got, prove them wrong, but he's also going to show, hey, we're not too far of having a good run game either. And if we could establish that, I think Minshew will have an easier job back there. And then that's it. And then if you want another one, the offensive line in general, whatever they could do, it will really show depending on, you know, the quarterback, the running back, regardless of that. Whatever the offense, it always starts in the trenches, I would say, if I were to put it in 1 sentence. It always starts there. So I'm hoping this offensive line could get it together, even through all the injuries. And if they could get it together, I promise you the quarterback play will be a little bit better and the running back group will be fine. So that's what I would say as far as the Broncos game. So
hey, yeah, well,
1 possession game.
That's the homie SC Raider Talk. That's the homie Eric. My homie All Eyes on G. Post his link in the chat. Make sure you guys go give my boy a follow. Check my man's out. Eric, it's always a pleasure to have you, man.
Always a pleasure.
Whenever,
Appreciate
man,
y'all.
Whenever you got a spot on your show, bro, if I got time.
No, I got you. I got to hit up a lot of y'all, man.
Yeah,
I got to get y'all out. I got to schedule. Yeah.
My schedule changed, so I'm back on day shift. So my shows are gonna change too. So like all next week, they're all gonna be evening shows. I'm going back to the evening, so I'll have time, bro. I won't have to go to bed hella early. So just hit me up, and then I'll pull.
Yeah, I gotta get a lot of y'all on and stuff like that. I've been making business decisions on my own on my channel, so I need to get it together myself. I need to get it together. You feel me?
I think a lot of us have, bro.
Yeah, so obviously I'll have a lot of you guys on and stuff like that.
Hey, my phone number, my IG ain't changed, little motherfucker.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna hit you up too, bro. I gotta get you on the show because it's always good. But yeah,
for sure.
I appreciate y'all. Have a good one, y'all. Hey, just win, baby. Let's get this done.
Already,
know.
See you later.
Have a good week.
Good takes, bro. Take it easy, man.
All right, Pizzle. So you've been going for a long time. Let's let you talk a little bit about this Broncos game, man. You can lead it off. I'm gonna take a piss real quick. You got the floor, my dude.
RaiderBen taking a pizzle. Sorry.
No, he's going to take a shift. But but yeah, for me, it's like SC was saying. For me, it's going to be the offensive line. We need winning on first down. We can't be starting second and 9, second and 10, second and 11. We got to be starting second and 7, second and 6, so we can keep that third down short. That third down yardage short. We can start winning first and third downs. We're obviously going to have a great game. If we can't win on first down, it's going to be a long game. We're just going to keep running we're going to keep running the ball. It's going to be a problem. So, like someone was saying earlier, I've been saying this the last couple of weeks. Everybody knows that AP wants to run the ball 30 times a game. He hasn't kept it a secret, right? So that's why I've been saying we have to throw the ball to open up the run. But like we were saying earlier, right now we don't believe that we have a competent quarterback that can throw the ball 38 times, 40 times a game, and we can win with that. So it's really imperative that we get that run going, because if we can get the run going, we can get the play action. Gardner Minshew loves play action. He loves that shit. We can't get him play action if we can't run the damn ball. And it's all about the trenches, whether it's the defensive line or the offensive line. You can build the back end of the defense all you want. If you don't get pressure on the quarterback, it doesn't matter. You're going to get chopped up. So the offensive line and the defensive line definitely have to get their shit together and be a cohesive unit this week and get the job done. Get to the quarterback and get the run going and protect Gardner. That's all I got for you.
Hey, shout out to Head on My Shoulders for subscribing. Hell yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. So your thoughts, Jerry? I know you joined kind of late too, man. How you feeling about this fucking Broncos team, these shit-ass Broncos? I had some shit Broncos in my chat earlier, dude, talking a bunch of whole wild-ass shit. Man, I get it. I get it. The Broncos have won 2 games in a row. I get it. Everybody's talking about how their defense is good. But in all honesty, dude, I can't recall the last time they haven't had a good defense, dude. They have a good defense every fucking year. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All these years that we beat them, they have a good defense. It's always their offense that's trash. You know what I'm saying? So, in all honesty, bro, like I feel like the one fan in the NFL that should not be talking anything to the Raiders is a motherfucking Bronco fan, dog. Like y'all shouldn't say shit until y'all win. You can't tell me fuck nothing. You know what I'm saying? 8 in a row is a statement, dog. You feel me? If we beat y'all, if we sweep y'all again, we beat y'all for a half a decade straight. Y'all bitches ain't beat us for half a decade. Let that shit see that. 5 years running, 10 straight games, boy. Half a decade.
Their house, our house, it don't matter.
Every year, year in and year out, we beat your motherfucking ass, boy. So anyways, Jerry, go ahead, dog. Take it away.
That's the only team we dominate.
Facts.
Yeah, you see, those are facts, though, right? But when we thought we were supposed to beat the Panthers, we ended up losing, bro. So I kind of want to leave my hat on that. Just because we beat them the last 10 years, they might fuck around and get their shot. But we can't take them lightly, of course. Like every team, we can't take it lightly. Need the trenches to step up, like Pizzo said, really on both ends. On the on the defensive end and offensive end, because the offensive end don't step up, Gardner's getting fucked up. The defensive end don't step up, we ain't gonna get no sacks. So, everybody needs to do their jobs, execute them. Like you said, don't take steps back, take steps forward. Convert on third downs. And mistake. It ain't gonna be mistake-free football, but at least make the least mistakes from the Broncos' mistakes. Make the least mistakes.
See, I feel like the Raiders kind of got the upper hand in this game. They have a rookie quarterback, dude. And we got to be able to take advantage of that, bro. Not only do they have a rookie quarterback, but they got a rookie quarterback with kind of suspect weapons. Their tight end is, I don't know. Hey, Jerry, you got some feedback, bro. Your shit's echoing. They're fucking their wide receivers are kind of iffy. Cortland Sutton's kind of hit or miss. He's an aging wide receiver, though. You know what I mean? Like I said, their tight end is, I don't know. They have a solid running back. If he's healthy, Javonte Williams is a good running back, dude. He presents problems. You know what I'm saying? I remember when we played the Broncos 2 years ago, we rolled up on his leg and just completely destroyed his leg. And he's still trying to bounce back from that real bad leg injury he had. But, you know, offensively, dude, this is a team that, like, I think I agree with what Eric said earlier. I think it's going to be more of a defensive game. But if we can go out there and run the ball, I think we can smoke them, dude, because their offense is fucking terrible. Go ahead, Jason. How you feeling about this Broncos game, dog?
I just feel we got to spread the ball out. Like, not having Devontae is a good thing because now they don't know what to expect from us. That's kind of we have the element of surprise with that. So, you know, I mean, as long as Minshew gets the ball out and doesn't play hero, just get it to everybody. Just spread it out. I think we have a good chance. You know, it's like that's what the offense, I think, was kind of crippled by, I think, the pressures of trying to please Devontae and, you know, trying to please everybody. But you just got to throw to who's open, man. Look for the one-on-ones. You know what I mean? Don't force the ball. And then I think with Zeus being out is a beautiful thing because, like, now we get to see, you know, who really should have been the starter. And then just see what the rest of the guys look like too, because, you know, we need more than just one guy. So, you know, like we didn't expect Snowden, you know what I mean, to step up. So people are going to step up, and it's good to see, you know, we're going to see who steps up and who falls back.
Snowden was the hero of the day last week, straight up. Got to give that to his props.
Good though, bro. He looks actually like, yeah.
He looked better than Tyree Wilson, dog. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Hey, with Tyree Wilson, does it sound to you guys like he just repeats what the coaches say? You know what I mean? Like, it's
to him talk, dude. I don't like him. Players I don't like. I don't listen to him talk.
he just sounds like he's like, yeah, we're gonna just be physical, and you know, it's like he just repeats what he hears.
He says all the right things.
Dude. Yeah.
He's almost like Derek Carr. Derek Carr did the same thing. Yeah. Derek Carr just said all the right things, bro.
Yeah,
it's just a repeat.
Same thing. This Carr was the same thing, dude. He was just a reverb of whatever the coach said.
With those flamingo legs, like, come on, man.
Anyways, hardcore. How we feeling about this Denver game, bro?
Hey, first of all, I'm impressed we went this long without talking about Derek Carr at a show. That's like probably a record.
Yeah, it's slowly starting to wear off. It's slowly starting to wear off. Obviously, it's going to take time. You know what I'm saying? But
you know, I love you, Raiders.
It's like beating a dead horse, bro. Everybody knows that the fucking Raiders fucked up, bro. Everybody knows. I don't think I need to beat that horse no more.
I don't think the fuck up was moving on from him. I don't think the fuck up was moving on from him. I think the fuck up was moving on from him and not having a plan, dude, and going through like 4 quarterbacks since he's been our quarterback.
Exactly.
That was where we fucked up at. You know what I mean? But go ahead.
Same thing with Josh, but we actually liked him.
All right, so I love you, RaiderBen, but anytime you're this confident that we're gonna win, I usually take like the other side, and I'm like, so I feel like this like dark, heavy cloud with all this Devontae Adams, you know, Raider drama bullshit going down.
Zay Jones died. Oh, you're lying, bro. Don't quit with the
Are
fake
you
news.
serious?
He's fake news. You're getting timed out. Let me look it up. If you're lying, bro, you're getting timed out for that.
Are you serious?
I got it, man. I'm looking it up right now.
I bet.
I was about talking, so I didn't want to interrupt him.
Go ahead, continue, hardcore. You're good.
All right. Well, no, that was like a. Hopefully, that's not true.
No. Damn.
All right. So, dark cloud hanging all over us.
Snipe his ass. Give him 5 minutes. Snipe his ass. Get him out of here.
Get him.
Snipe him.
Let him reflect on the bullshit.
Yeah, I got some hunger. My mods are like piranhas. I'd hardly ever let them fucking snipe, dude. They're about to go get his ass. He's about to have like 25
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Like, finally,
give it a second.
He put 20, but he also put 2025 too, though.
Oh wow.
Oh,
it's almost there.
Here anyways. that ain't nothing to troll about. Get him out of here. Like, see, it's right here. Look, he deleted his comment. It's too late. Look, it's right here on the screen right here. Like, he posted that weird ass shit. Get him out of here. What up, Wild Turkey? Saludos. This ain't the first time he'd get sniped, so snipe his ass. I know Charm City ain't here. I know Charm City be itching to snipe a motherfucker, boy.
That's who ain't here, huh? For real.
He said, my fingers is itching. They itching for this paper. My fingers, they itching. No, I feel you. I do get kind of worried about this game, bro. I feel like deep down inside, this might be the one year where the Broncos may have their best opportunity to take one from us, dude.
It is. The offensive line, like, some guys made some great points about the O-line that I wasn't really like factoring in probably as much as I probably should. It does worry me. Especially
like
Colt Miller.
Minshew may throw some pick sixes in this joint, some fumble sixes. They might not even have to score on offense.
Dude, at this point, it's like I'd rather Colt Miller.
Ain't nothing nowhere about Zay Jones.
Yeah,
sit Miller.
Think about your decisions. Put the dunce cap on. Sit in the corner for 5 minutes.
All right,
Go ahead.
sit Colin Miller on the bench, and then freaking put Thayer Mumford at left tackle. Put the rookie at right tackle. Gates or whatever the hell his name is, and let's see what we can do with that kind of mix up. Because right now, like, one of the things this offseason I was worried about is how long was it going to take for the offensive line to gel, and like I feel like we still haven't. This offensive line still ain't gelling, especially with the injuries. So, for me, the optimistic part of me is like, hey, let's pass the ball to set up the run. But with the O-line problems, I don't even know if that's a possibility. And then I guess my player to watch, I'm going to go with SC's guy, Palomao. I'm going to call it he's going to get an interception. But I do think the Raiders lose by 2 possessions, unfortunately.
Whoa, pump the brakes.
I'm sorry. They're hungry, dude. Dude, I live in Donkeyville, bro. They fucking hate. Dude. Broncos
we hate them too.
Every game. I know. I hate them, dude. But like, trust me, that's my most hated fucking
scores.
team.
We ain't nah. These motherfuckers can barely even score 2 twice. These motherfuckers can barely even get 2 scores.
I'm telling you, they're wild, man. They can lose to every other game, and the 2
they're
games
not the same Broncos they've been.
Yeah, but they only average like 13 points per game or some wild shit. They don't average shit. Fuck all.
Bo Nix
the cloud,
Bo Dix can suck a dicks. How about that, Bo Dix?
The O-line issues and the
Bo
dark
Dix
cloud
can go
overhead.
eat a bowl of dicks. How about that?
I'm big on motivation and like an integral part of like your drive to fight. And this cloud overhead with Devontae Adams, I don't think it's going away. I'd like to be optimistic. I'm sorry. I hate Broncos more than any other fucking team. Broncos and then Chiefs are second. But I think they're going to come out hungrier than we are, dude. There's a lot of fucking shit stacked against us, and it's a away game.
That's Pearson's job.
They're at full, look,
I kind of want
to. They're at full strength. They only have one person that's on the injury report, and that's a backup running back.
Yeah, their whole team is healthy, bro. What up, Milka Beezy? Hey, so I wanna interrupt your regular scheduled programming for a special guest. We have a special guest in the backstage. He's actually a current player for the Raiders, to be honest. That's on the injury report this week and had to sit his ass down. Let's get him up in here, man. This is Zamir White. Was good. It's Raider Nation. Zamir White in the building. I came in with all these muscles and shit, gang, but really these are just blow up joints. You know,
the gym is that way.
When I come in this motherfucker, I just fall down, gang.
You're hilarious.
What's good, Raider Nation? Alexander Madison in the house. Let's get it. That was your boy Zamir White.
Accurate, bro.
That is accurate. That's why I use it. Welcome back, Dirty Silos. That was Zamir White, man. Appreciate you for sliding, gang. You know what time it is. Much love. Hey, did y'all hear the voice changer was working, right? The shit was working. It was good. It's good on that part.
Yes, clean.
All right, bad. All right, so who didn't give? Hey, Ern, how you feeling about this Broncos game, gang? Oh, I think he's talking. He's got some shit.
How am I feeling about the Broncos game? I'm feeling about like hardcore's feeling. I don't know about 2 scores, but I mean that I can see that too. I don't want to throw that. Damn, if we both throw that energy out there, bro, it's probably gonna happen, bro.
I'm sorry.
Shit.
I'm gonna say
like I said, I'm not feeling good about this game, yo. They're at full strength. They got a completely different quarterback. This is not the same Broncos, and it's showing they ain't the same Raiders. I mean, I'm hoping for the best. I'm not expecting it though, y'all. I'm expecting an L on this, and I think this is where our streak ends.
Already.
Oh shit.
I think the Raiders got something to prove this week. I think they came out last week and
they're both beautiful.
And punched Cleveland in the mouth, and I think we're ready to hopefully get on the ship.
We what? Hold on. We what?
He said we're getting ready to punch Zamir White in the mouth.
No, he said Cleveland. We did not punch. We got punched in the mouth by Cleveland. We're lucky we can't. Dude, we
hey, hardcore.
Zamir White in
the
building.
The way we won is we basically punched Cleveland in the arm.
There wasn't no help to Zamir White in the building.
Yeah, that was because this guy couldn't hold the football. His arm's too big. It's so big.
Zamir White sliding in this motherfucker, Jahar.
Every time that guy gets the ball,
we got lucky last week, dude. We didn't punch anybody in the mouth. No, bro.
There's no
Come on,
You got
man. Let's be
people
real.
forget the Browns had what, the number 1 ranked defense, number 2
Yeah, they
ranked
got the
defense,
number 1 ranked
and
defense
they
in the
weren't
league.
even really missing any guys. All their guys were healthy, bro, and fucking we cooked they done.
No,
Bro,
that's not true.
Point. They
They
missed
was
an
missing
extra
Myles
point,
Garrett.
Dude.
No, they
had
had
not missed
Myles
an
Garrett.
No,
What do
yeah,
you mean? Myles
yeah, he
Garrett
played.
played.
Yeah, he snatched what's his name
missed
up a
an
couple
extra
times.
Brock Bowers was taking his lunch money, dog, to be honest.
The extra point, that's on them,
Wait,
bro.
wait. He didn't start the game or something. There's some kind of something.
Myles Garrett sat out a couple times, but he did start the game,
Okay,
yes, and he started the majority of the game.
He grabbed up Minshew like, come here.
Yeah, he sacked Minshew twice. He had 2 sacks on Minshew.
Had they not missed that extra point, they could have kicked a field goal. We would have been in overtime. Easy.
Yeah, but that's their fault, low-key.
That's their fault.
Hey,
Fuck
you
them.
know,
We didn't punch him in the mouth,
undefeated
bro. We
against the
fucking
Broncos,
barely skated
I mean,
by.
that fumble,
we should have punched him in the mouth.
That fumble 6 killed us.
We beat a defense that last year was a top 3 defense with an offense that didn't even have an offense that didn't have Devontae Adams and a running back that fucking was averaging 2 yards per carry and gave up a touchdown before he got benched, and we still won.
We had the momentum.
Was undefeated versus the Broncos.
He is undefeated. No, I didn't know that's good.
We had the momentum. We were ahead, but they let their foot off the gas, and we almost let them
Only
back
one
in the
game,
to
but
fucking win the
he's
game.
still undefeated.
Hey, but I'm gonna say this though. That's a good game to like. I wouldn't say dinner hat on, but I'll say that's a good game to bounce back after all this Adams bullshit.
Winning cures everything at the end of the day, bro. All this shit will get swept under the rug if we continue to win.
I agree.
Antonio Pierce is going to continue to be criticized unless we win games.
Yeah, until we start winning, he's under the microscope. So is the defense.
Gardner Minshew was supposed to be the starting quarterback to get us off to a fast start. And I mean, 2-2 is not terrible, but I wouldn't consider 2-2 a fast. I would consider 2-2 a fast start when you lose to Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. Fast start. We got cruise control on or something.
Yeah, we got. I mean, and that's my point. Like, why is Minshew the starter if he was supposed to get us off to a fast start and we're not off to a fast start? You know what I'm saying? And then Minshew, hold on, let me finish. And Minshew was also supposed to be the starter because he's supposed to be able to extend plays. And dude, he runs into more sacks than our offensive line gives up damn near, bro. So like he's not extending plays. We're not getting off to a fast start. So why isn't Aiden O'Connell back in the game?
So you saying he hasn't extended any plays?
I would say he's extended some plays, but not to the pedigree of what I thought he would.
He's 70%.
I know. I mean, I know he's got a good completion percentage, but I mean, he throws 70%, but he only throws 130 yards in a game. Like,
but most people said he wouldn't be nowhere near 60% passing.
I didn't say that. I wasn't one of those people.
I'm not saying you were, but I'm just saying some people were saying he wouldn't be nowhere near 60. I told you.
Well, because he's a career 60% quarterback. That's why. You know what I mean? Like he's having his best year statistical wise, almost in a lot of categories right now.
Let's look at passes that have been dropped. You know what I mean?
Let's look at the business decisions. Let's look at some of the business decisions.
You know what I mean? Plays where we should be throwing the ball and we're not. How many times we running the ball when we should be throwing the ball? You know what I mean?
My personal opinion is just
a lot of the bullshit that we're suffering through has a lot to do with the offensive play caller. A lot. If it was geared towards what we succeed at, we'd be better.
Minshew plays scared, bro. That's terrible, bro.
There's people open. That's the thing.
Minshew plays with happy feet, dude. Minshew snaps the ball. He's like 1,000, 1,000. Oh fuck! And then just bails the fuck out and runs away like, oh fuck! Oh, he's open here. Throw it. Like, nah, fuck no, dude.
6 foot.
He doesn't even read the defense.
6 foot, right?
I know he's a little dude, and that's a detriment to our team because he's little. He can't even see over the offensive line. Why is he a starter if he can't even see over the offensive line? And it's kind of a detriment to Luke Getsy because you feel like, Luke, we should be running more bootleg shit. We should be moving him out of the pocket, but we ain't. And if we ain't gonna, and that's my point though. If we ain't gonna do that, then put goddamn Aiden back in the goddamn game, goddamn it. Because he don't fit what Luke Getsy's trying to do. If Luke Getsy ain't gonna move the pocket or any of that shit, we're not getting off to a fast start. He ain't being mobile. Put goddamn Aiden back in the fucking game. Because at least Aiden, I know he'll step up into the pocket. Minshew don't do that, bro. He just bails on plays. Oh, fuck it, Like,
I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this. If you're not gonna utilize the weapons that you have on your team to move the ball down the field, what the fuck is your purpose? Why are you here?
Well, Minshew don't
what
throw
are
the ball
you doing
downfield at all, and when he does, he overthrows the motherfuckers like last week.
Everybody has something. Like, you go to work, you have a plan, right? When you go to work, you know what I mean? You have a plan. You pretty much know what it is that you need to do at your job to be successful that day. Get out, no problems, go home, rest, right? That's what you have a plan. Now, not every day is the day is the plan gonna be your planning, right? You're gonna have to flip something up, right? You're gonna have to change something, you have to move something around because it's not gonna go according to plan. But you adjust, right? You move your plan. This man doesn't want to move his plan, bro. This is annoying. Bro,
no, I get it. I understand.
You can move the ball in between the fucking guard and the tackle. It hasn't been happening all fucking year. Stop doing it.
Yeah, I think coach is being
White has no field vision, bro. He has zero field vision. He has tunnel vision every time he gets the ball.
Yep.
He only sees what he's programmed to fucking see.
Yep.
He doesn't see anything else.
And he's got terrible balance, dude. As soon as he gets touched, he just falls.
You don't recognize that. What are you doing? Why are you doing?
If you're a head coach and you keep allowing it, what are you doing?
Everybody went to the left. The right was wide the fuck open. All you had to do was make a cut, and it was fucking house call. And you don't do it because you don't see it. Everything's not going to go according to plan. Great running backs flip the plan. Barry Sanders would run to the right. It was shut down. The motherfucker would reverse field. Up the left, 50 yards, gone. Josh Jacobs supposed to hit the hole. Hold on there. He bounced out to the other spot.
I thought running backs were a dime a dozen.
This reminds me.
Just saying. Marcus Allen. Like, these were great running backs. This dude is not a great running back. He's a decent backup. He is not a bona fide starter.
Zamir White, he's a goal line running back. That's about it.
He's a one cut and go guy.
What has he done in the red zone? Nothing.
Not much. I'm just saying, like that if he has any strength, that's it, because of that's his style.
He's not even a running back. They put in Madison.
No, I know. And that's what makes it terrible, is that's his strength, and he's not even good at his only strength.
Yeah.
He fumbled in the red zone, or almost the red zone, I think it was.
On our side.
Butter hands.
On our side of the field, bro. That's crazy.
I don't know, bro. I've been a huge critic of Zamir White after his first preseason. After the first preseason game, I was on this bitch telling everybody, bro, Zamir has no vision. He sucks. He's not gonna be fuck all. And I took so much criticism for that, bro. So many Raider fans was talking shit about me for that, bro. And like, what is it, 2-3 years later, now everybody is seeing what I seen a long time ago, bro. And it has a lot to do with the Raiders forced him to go in there and start. Like, in my opinion, we should have never seen.
I mean, those 4 games at the end of last season, I was like, oh shit. Hey, could I be wrong?
Nation, much love for the Super, bro. He said,
you know what I mean? I was wondering,
Raiders.
Oh,
have a great night, Mr. Raider Nation.
I hope so.
And then here it is, 4 games in, man. I'm like, man, this is back to the guy I thought he was, man. That was if you was gonna play like that, we might as well kept Sincere McCormick, bro.
Hey, did you know that Zamir White was the number one rated?
Sincere, Amir, and Zamir are gonna run for 1,600 yards.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know Zamir White was the number one recruited running back out of high school? According to like ESPN, he was like the top like rated guy back in the day.
Damn.
No,
You know what he did last week?
Yeah, I was about to say that, Jason. You know what he's done in the NFL?
You know what he did last week? Ooh.
I know.
He fumbled on that side of the field.
Yeah. And the week before that? No, but
Dude, I kind of fell for the banana in the tailpipe last week with Zamir too, because he started to hit a couple good runs. I'm like, okay, Zamir, let's do it then, gang. And then boom, fumble 6. I'm like, oh hell.
Yeah.
No. What's
It's
good
a
with you, Nutty
fumble.
Raider Nate? You son of a bitch! You're like 3 hours late, motherfucker.
What?
Nate,
For real?
Damn.
What, for
Nate
real?
dog in the house.
My goddamn co-host is 3 hours late, dude. God damn.
What up, Nate?
He said, I thought it was
What's
30.
cracking, everybody?
I'm just fucking with you, bro. Much love, Nate. What's goody? Saludos.
Yeah, I'm
Cheers,
out here.
Nate. Nate dog in the house.
Nate.
Got
I was gonna say
kind
real
of caught
quick
up
for
with the
Dirty
family. and all that.
Raiders.
Oh, you out in the field?
Like-
You out in the field right now?
Yeah.
I see my man's out in the field. Shit, well, you gotta let your pimp know, dog. You know what I'm saying? Mac Benther, you gotta let him know.
Hey, that didn't come off right, Ben. That didn't sound right.
Well, if you know, you know. I know it may have not sound right, but if you know, you know. It's something we've been talking about for a while over here on the show. Shout to old buddy Raider Kush. You know what I'm saying? He's the one who nicknamed me. He's the one who nicknamed me that. And he said I pimp out all my panel members. You know,
that's memories right there.
What's good with you though, Nutty Raider Nate? Fuck you on, gang. How you feeling right now, bro? Shit, we've all been talking for the last 3 hours. Fuck you doing, gang?
Taking it day by day. I've been chiming in here and there. Yeah, I hear everybody's kind of in that somber mode. But I gotta believe we're gonna keep it pushing. We're gonna win. I don't think we're losing to the Broncos. I can tell you that much.
Me neither. I agree. Talk that shit. That part.
But I just think they're more fucked up than us right now. We have the better quarterback. Bo Nix I don't think he's the truth.
Look at that side.
He said,
yeah. I think Minshew's better than Bo Nix. As of right now, Bo Nix could be better later on in the future. But
Bo Dix.
Yeah, Nick
I don't know. We
dicks.
still got a whole restaurant menu on the injured list.
Oh yeah. I heard. We were missing some players.
There's some
last
good
week, but I
guys
think
on there, but we ain't missing. We ain't a lot of guys that are irrelevant are missing the game. You know what I'm saying? Like they are like. I like.
Hold on.
DJ Glaze better. What?
We missing 2 guards and 2 tackles. Those are not irrelevant by any stretch.
Fuck yeah. And what guard are we missing?
Parham.
Parham's gonna play. He practiced today. He's good. If he don't play, then maybe.
What's the other tackle?
He's on the injury report.
He can be on the injury report. Every team in the NFL's got injuries.
We got the Glaze.
Pull up that injury report again, Ben. I can't get to it right now.
All right, hold on.
We got
Who's the other tackle hurt? Is Munford hurt? Or?
Yeah, Munford's hurt. That's fine. I like DJ Glaze more than Munford anyways.
realize
Here.
Yeah, Munford's been hella hurt this year.
So I don't know. Let's see. Thayer Munford. We're looking at Dylan Parham. He says did not practice. Wait.
Yeah, but he practiced
light
today.
Practice
He's getting back. Yeah, he's getting back.
Light practice, questionable. Okay, so it'll be a game time decision.
Yeah.
Colton Miller. I mean, shit. He hasn't been here all season. I mean, fuck.
Exactly. No, but he's playing. He was a full practice though.
Yeah,
Cody Whitehair is out. Cody Whitehair is out. That's pretty big. I mean,
no, it's
he's
not because
he's not
Jackson Powers Johnson is playing in his spot now, so that don't matter.
Oh, I forgot about JPJ.
Yeah, he took his spot.
Hey, that motherfucker is disgustingly nasty.
Hey, you guys hear
showers nasty,
bro. You guys hear the referee told Antonio Pierce that he needs to calm down. Brock Bowers is out there hitting people too hard and shit. Or not Brock Bowers needs to calm down JPJ because JPJ is hitting people too hard and shit.
JPJ. I get that from.
I didn't know there was such thing as too hard in football.
Yeah, but that's what they said, bro. He was out there. He was over there being like too aggressive. So they said they told Antonio Pierce he needs to calm JPJ down.
The new NFL is for pussies. Damn. They pussified this game. This ain't no gladiator game anymore. It's a pussy game.
This is what our offensive line should look like going into this game. Colton Miller, Jackson Powers Johnson, Andre James, fucking old buddy Parham, and then DJ Glaze.
Ooh.
It's time to calm down before you throw some flags.
I like that offensive line, to be honest.
Hold on. Colton Miller didn't practice in this last practice, but he had full practice in the one before. What's going on with that?
It's because he's coming back from that. He's coming back from surgery still, Ern.
No practice.
He had surgery. He's gonna play.
Is he playing or what?
Yes, he's gonna play. He's gonna play. He had he was full participant yesterday, bro. I mean today, so he's for sure gonna play. Anybody that was full today is gonna play. The limited are the guys that are questionable. You see how he's got a dash next to his name? That means there's no question that he's gonna play in the game. All those guys with dashes, they're for sure gonna play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you have out, questionable, and probable.
I couldn't see what that last category was. I was looking at it as that another practice. My bad.
No, you good. So in all honesty, I mean, I expect Colton to be on there with that shoulder for a while coming off surgery, dude. The knee shit, I don't know where the fuck that shit came from, but the only thing I agree with, I think it was SC that said it, is the only thing that about this injury report that is really concerning is, are we forcing Max Crosby back too fast? Other than that, I feel like a lot of this shit is a blessing in disguise. Like Michael Mayer, I like Michael Mayer. At this point in his career, I think Harrison Bryant is better than him. So I'll take Harrison Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what is Max's injury? Is it a sprained ankle?
A high ankle sprain. It's the worst of the ankle sprains. It's a high ankle one.
6 weeks.
Yeah, it's
Max will be ready to go, bro. Max will be ready to go.
Yeah, he said on his podcast he's gonna play.
He don't look good.
No, I know. If it's anything like that Carolina game, I kind of don't want him to play because he was out there, but he was like he didn't do shit, bro.
He was hurting the team.
Yeah, he was hurting us. Exactly that part, Pizzle.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you gotta protect players from themselves, bro. But yeah, so like I said, like it's gonna be like Antonio Pierce already said Eichenberg's gonna start. So we got Divine Diablo back, but if he plays, it might just be in a limited role while he gets back from that injury. But like I said, Thayer being out, not worried about it. We got DJ Glaze. Michael Mayer not being out, I'm not too worried about it. I like Harrison Bryant better at this point in his career. Who else is on there? Zamir White. You guys know how I feel about Zamir White. I think that's also a blessing in disguise because him being injured is probably going to be the reason why Madison is going to get the bulk of the carries now, which is what we need. You know what I'm saying? And then Luke Masterson being out, he's not going to hurt us none. And that's no disrespect to Luke Masterson. I just don't think he's very good right now. He's a huge liability in coverage, bro. He gets smoked in coverage. He can't guard.
Let's talk about the Brock Bowers.
Brock, I mean, he practiced though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not worried about it.
So Ben, the thing that concerns me out of the most with that one of all of them is they're most likely going to have him play because I see light practice and they're most likely going to have him play. That's a hip injury. That's the easiest one to fucking re-injure. You get.
Well, I'm not going to jump to conclusions and speculate on injuries.
That's the easiest re-injury.
He's definitely having limited snaps.
Hell no. Brock Bowers is going to go out there and expected to take that Devontae Adams role. He's
what about the rookie running back
with 10+ targets a game in my
opinion? That's gonna be Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no. Not in this game, at least. Not with Patrick Surtain guarding him. You guys.
Yeah, they're gonna shut it.
The matchup I want to talk about is that second cornerback, which is I think he's a third-year dude, and he's
Zach Moss.
He has like 2 pass deflections, and him versus Trey Tucker.
Yeah, Zach Moss is good.
That's the matchup.
What about the rookie running back, Dylan Lobby or whatever? Is that dude a full go?
He hasn't been elevated. He's still practice squad guy.
Oh damn. Hey, who'd they bring in for running back? Is it just did they just rock with
It's still just Amir Abdullah and Alexander Madison and Zamir White.
Oh damn.
But since Zamir White isn't on injured reserve or none, he's still part of the roster, you know what I mean? So until we lose a running back, they're not gonna elevate one, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Because he's injured, but until he was out for the year, he's still part of the depth chart. Unless they cut him or something like that, put him on injured reserve. Yeah, Dylan Lave's practice squad, bro.
Charlotte City's got it right there.
He's listed as 4th on the depth chart.
Is Aiden O'Connell on?
Okay, good. I didn't know that. Thanks for correcting me. I appreciate that.
Is that
Aiden O'Connell is on the injury report, but he ain't got no injuries. Just a bunch of dashes on it, dude. He had a limited practice today. I don't know what it was for, but
he's itching to get in. He's itching to play.
He's making business decisions to try to be the starter right now.
He got a splinter in his ass.
When we wrap up the Broncos stuff, can we get Nate's take on the Devontae Adams stuff, and then anybody else? That
we're pretty much done with the. Did everybody give their take on the Broncos game?
Yeah,
I think so.
Okay,
I did.
Yeah. So yeah, we can talk about whatever now. I don't give a fuck. And to Nutty Raider Nate, how you feeling about this Devontae Adams bullshit, gang? And Dirty too, because Dirty wasn't up here neither, I don't think. And Pizzle, y'all, we have 3 people that didn't talk about it.
Another mishandled situation where we leave another superstar flustered as he leaves out the door. It's just bad business in my opinion. All around, fucking diva tendencies, and then AP just fucking.
Can you hear me?
Trying to be a bully, or I don't know what you want to call it. But,
okay.
But AP just not handling the situation correctly. So there's fingers to point at everybody, but overall, it's just I'm with AP, bro. Get to work, because if you don't get this win, bro, this motherfuckers are gonna be looking at you kind of sideways. So yeah, I mean, DA's gone in my opinion. He's still on the team technically, but he's gone in my opinion. But yeah, that's it.
How you feeling about the whole DA situation, Pizzo?
Well, for me, I feel too. I see it from kind of both ways. For me, as an organization and all that, we failed him. Okay, I'm just got to be honest. I've been saying since like last year, just like Ben. I think we should have got rid of him too. Not that he doesn't deserve to be here, but to better his own career. Like, we're not right. We don't have what he needs or what he wants to go and accomplish. Right. He wants to be in the Hall of Fame. Not saying that he's not going to get there, right? Because he's probably going to get there anyway. But we lied to him. The organization lied to him. Multiple times. And so I see it from his way, But on the other hand, for me, it's just another player that's come through here. And we're going to keep on rolling because that's what the Raiders do. And, it's just sad that we weren't able to get anything accomplished with the great talent that we had. Yeah, that's kind of it right there.
He put in more work than both those guys though, so I don't want to dog him like that. But
but he's been half stepping, but he's been half stepping too, Moss. He was half stepping,
dropping touchdown passes, and I know.
You know what's crazy is if we would have got rid of him right after we got rid of Derek Carr, like we should have, we would have got much more value.
Oh, definitely.
I agree.
Much more value.
Terrible situational.
Terrible.
Now, we always wait till it's too late. Bro. At one point, we could have got a first-round pick for Derek Carr.
So on the flip side, now for the Raiders, we own him. We own his contract for the next couple of years. If we don't want to trade him, we don't have to. This ain't the NBA. People can call for a trade all they want over there in the NBA. Players have more power over there because
welcome to the live stream. Hit the like button and subscribe if you're new.
The NFL is more of a team sport. So in that aspect, yes. And he could come out and play and do a crappy job and end up getting paid for the rest of the year, or he could ride the bench like we did Marcus Allen. Depends on how he wants to play the game, what Mark wants to do, or what the organization wants to do. Hopefully this is just a little speed bump. They're going to get over their little argument, and he's going to finish out the year, and we're going to be done with it. If not, because I don't see the Jets giving us what we want. They don't have anything, and I don't see no New Orleans giving us what we want.
Hey, so do you think anybody's gonna give up anybody like a how we expect a great asset in return? Do you think anybody will give it up?
So
Or give up an
they're
asset at his age?
They're gonna have to, because Devontae's contract is so big. They're gonna have to give up something like a player with a big contract like that to make them numbers fit. Because 27 million, nobody has 27 million worth of cap sitting around. You're gonna have to give up like a player like
Last year, the
$23
Raiders, we
million
got like 40
player.
million sitting around.
Right now?
Yeah,
we're sitting on like 36 million in cap space. Yeah.
Because we got a
wild, right, Ern? And you know what's crazy is like, what are we doing with it? We've literally been sitting on our hands with almost 40 million in cap space. Yes.
I'm working off for that money. Yeah, I know, Ern. I like it.
Exactly. That's what we're saying, Ern. Like, dude, come on, bro.
We got money.
All this money, dude.
We got money.
We're on and the books has us right now. If we don't have Davante Adams next year, dude, we are on pace to have $150 million in salary cap next year to spend in free agency. $150 million.
And we're gonna have to super overpay for every fucking player, because nobody's gonna want to come here unless you're giving them a bag and a half.
So we're gonna have to go.
That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's going to be until you get a quarterback and you start winning games. You're going to have to overpay for players. That's just the way it is, bro. If you want talent and you're a loser, you're going to have to start winning, or you're going to have to overpay for guys to come and help you win games.
You're a loser. That's crazy.
So what quarterbacks are going to be available next year? This is what we got to look at, because, right, either way, we're going to need a quarterback. So who's going to hit?
We got to build our team. You guys are jumping straight to the QB again.
That's, you know. Unless we have a horrible season and unable to get a draft pick, which I don't know.
Hendon Hooker, we should go get Hendon Hooker. I said that earlier, but I'll leave it short like that. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
Imagine that jersey in Vegas.
Devontae to Detroit.
and you know, that's a trade that I could see Detroit wanting to try to make happen, bro. Imagine, because Detroit was in the NFC Championship game last year, bro. Like, they probably feel like if they were to acquire a player like Davante Adams, team him up with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, you know what I'm saying, Jamar Gibbs, David Montgomery, Jared Goff, like they may be able to go out and compete and win a Super Bowl this year. So I don't know if Hendon Hooker would be the guy, but I wouldn't put it past. That's a realistic trade, bro, because the Raiders need a quarterback. At least a future quarterback. They have one that's probably never going to get a shot because Goof just got a new contract last year. And, you know, Davante Adams wants out and he wants to go play for a winner. You get Davante Adams not only off of your team, but you get him out of the AFC. Like, you never got to see him again. Put him over there in the NFC. He's not going to – if you send him to the Jets, like, you may have to play the Jets at some point. You know what I mean? In the playoffs or whatever. Like, you send him to the NFC, you're never going to see him. You know what I mean? So –
yeah,
that could be a trade I could see to the Lions. I could see it for sure.
I'd say do that trade and get a 3rd or 4th round pick with it. You know, Davante Adams for Hendon Hooker and like a 3rd or 4th round pick.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I just thought of something. I got a good one where the salaries could match, and it'd be somewhat needs for both teams. A trade with the 49ers for Bosa.
But would they give up Bosa, though?
Yeah, I don't think that's happening, bro.
Yeah,
bro, that makes their offense off the fucking charts.
But they don't need a Devontae.
That takes a huge chess piece off that defense, though.
That's too much. Bro, that's too much talent on the offensive side of the ball.
You take Nick Bosa off that defensive line, Fred Warner's not going to be able to do what he does because
they breed defensive linemen in San Francisco, bro. They have fucking linemen for days.
This is Nick Bosa. This isn't
they just paid him.
But they're going to have to blow this shit up soon anyway. They have too many bloated salaries. They have to think about
They're
that.
about to have to pay Brock Purdy after this.
Yeah, their window's closed. You ain't lying about that.
Brock Purdy's about to get $55 million after this season. Watch, bro, to be a starter.
There's probably a lot of dead money on that Bosa contract they'd have to eat, though. We'd have to look at the contract and see. Is the only thing I'm saying. But
I just say with the
problem,
that would be nasty.
That would be. That's too much. That's too much star power on the offensive side of the ball. That's gonna be a hard thing to see.
Be a race to
everybody's gonna want the ball. That's too many Debo. That's look. Everybody on the receiving shit that was just on the fucking Netflix special. Debo, DA, and motherfucking Kittle, and then you just sign Ayuk, and they don't have the money. They even on a straight up trade, they still can't afford DA contract.
I mean, it's like, all right, real quick, what Ben said about like the Lions like being stacked and ready to make a run, and they've never won a Super Bowl. They got close last year to making a Super Bowl appearance. I mean, look what the Rams did a few years ago when they went all in, dude. And they did get a Super Bowl victory. They've kind of struggled since that point, but it's not. If your plan is to win a Super Bowl, it's not the worst thing if you're close to just go out and get that extra player and do it.
So I got a hot take. How about this? How about we send him to the Lions, right? And instead of getting Hendon Hooker, man, send me my guy Meek Robertson back to the squad, gang. Send him Meek Robertson back to the squad, gang. Y'all have Devontae Adams, sorry ass. Meek's a Raider. Meek's a Raider, boy. Send his ass back, gang.
Hey, look, I'll take a Meek back in that trade.
Hell yeah, I already know Dirty was gonna fall in line on that one. I 100%.
Oh, you already
know. Hey, but no, that was just a troll. I wasn't being serious, but yeah.
Hey, look, put that one on the board. I'll take that one.
I would too.
But I also need your second round pick this year. I need your third round pick this year, and I need your second round pick next year.
What up, Isaac? What up, OC?
I need a minimum of 2 second rounders and a third rounder.
I need those players plus like a second. I need a bunch of shit on top of it. But yeah, bro, send them back to the squad.
I need a player that can help me, and
I love
Meek can help me. Meek can help me on defense.
Hey, you know what I think is the most likely landing spot that nobody's talking
Bennett,
about?
After Jones, Bennett, and Hobbs, what you got?
Nothing.
You got Webb. You got your boy Webb, though. Sam Webb.
Hey, man. Hey, like I said, Jason, what you got?
You got your boys. Don't sleep on Sam Webb now. Nah, but you're right, though. That's what that was the first thing I said when he said about the list too. I was worried about that secondary because we was already worried about that secondary before the injury.
That part, Milkabeezy. Meek's balling over there in Detroit.
Right?
Hey, I'm making a prediction right now, and this is what I'm rolling with. He's going to Washington. The reason being, they have $26 million with the salary cap. They're the only place that there's a fucking need, a real bad need for him, and they can absorb a contract. That's why he's going to Washington.
They did mention
it's going to be for some draft picks.
He's gonna have to change.
Players can be for picks.
He ain't gonna play with the rookie though.
He's gonna have to change back to 15.
Nah, he'll play with Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, he likes Jaden Daniels. He said last year.
I hope we don't do no business
and Terry McLaurin.
They got $26.3 million in cap space.
Yeah, that would be.
I wouldn't mind.
That would be a phenomenal,
bro. He playing against Dallas, Eagles.
Hey, I see that post he posted on Instagram where he was hinting towards the Ravens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Edgar Allan Poe.
I just talked about that too.
Look, at this point in time, all I care about, look, man, go get your ring, bro, because you ain't gonna get it here, obviously. You know what I mean? And really, Devontae's got nothing else to chase but the ring. So if leaving to go get a ring is, hey, by all means, but I need something. I need something in return. I don't want no bullshit just to get him out the building. No. Fucking actually get something for him. Don't just take a fucking vending machine. No, nigga, I need something in return. We're talking about a valuable player that if he goes somewhere else for a team that just needs that one extra spice to get the fucking flavor right, and that's gonna bring them wins and championships, man, fuck all that. I want something in return. Pay me. Because I'm tired of watching motherfuckers walk up out of here and getting nothing in return, bro. Derek Carr was a minimum 2 first-round picks you should have had for him. But because you want to be the big bad boss man, that's why you got fired. Because you want to prove a fucking point. You want to have an ego when you're supposed to be checking your egos at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But no, you let a two first rounds walk up out the building because you want to prove a point. Kiss my ass, man. So now I want something in return. I'm fine with DA being traded to a team that he could get a ring with. I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with packing up the season. I think it's a little early for all of that. But hey, whatever. You know what I mean? I would have played 4 more games and then went from there. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be traded till November. I would have played at least
Adams to the
October.
Rams.
Oh shit.
The Rams have a need
Now,
for wide
you go-
receiver too. They
look,
ain't
the
got
Lions
Cup
is probably
or
the
old
best
buddy
fit.
Nakua.
What kind of cap do they have? Let me check and see.
Nobody,
The
I'm
Lions
sorry.
probably
At
be
that
a
point,
great
nobody
fit
was going to give us 2 first rounds for
or
Carr. Maybe when
Washington.
Gruden was here, or like a year or 2 years prior, maybe we could have got something a little more. But I don't even think anybody would have given us 1 first round for Carr. Maybe
The
a
Rams
second
don't have the
round.
cap space. They only got $3 million.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's out.
They can send old buddy Jalen Ramsey still play over there. Should send him over.
Does he? Nah, he's a Dolphin, huh?
Oh yeah,
Ramsey's in
Dolphins.
in
Yeah, my
Miami.
bad, I forgot. Yeah, he
In
plays for
Miami.
the Dolphins. Yeah. Never mind.
Tell
Let's see other teams
Detroit.
and see who got some cap space. Let me see.
Hey,
Shit,
Detroit,
send him
we
to the
we
Saints and
send
give us
AOC.
Spencer Rattler. I don't give a fuck.
We trade AOC for Hooker, and we, I mean,
Who
'cause
wanted
he-
Marshawn Lattimore?
I
Somebody
like
wanted
that.
Marshawn Lattimore.
AOC for Hooker. That's fucking hilarious.
I do that, Jason.
I don't think Hooker's ready either.
Lattimore's
think
cap
Hooker's
number
ready
is $14 million.
O'Connell fits the Lions' offense a lot more than Hendon Hooker does.
that's what I think.
And the Saints only have $3 million with the cap space.
Ah shit.
Yeah, I forgot Charm City. Ramsey has been getting cooked this year. Though. I ain't gonna lie.
The Seahawks might be a possible option. They got $12 million if you want to try to get Lockett or Metcalf. I don't know if that's
Charm City said getting cooked.
Yeah, keep him on the West Coast.
I think the only team that we're gonna be able to trade him to and get a player in return, and not just picks, is gonna be the Jets with Hassan Reddick, because Hassan Reddick don't want to play there. I don't think.
Okay.
Other than that, I think it's gonna be picks from anybody else.
What about Dallas?
They'll give up a first for sure. No, Dallas likes to spend.
Yeah, I could definitely see. I can definitely see Dallas going out and throwing us a second or something. To be honest, bro, that's just how Jerry Jones is. He'll be like, "Oh, I'll bring in Devontae Adams and team him up with CD Lamb." What up, Andrew Ortega?
Hey, with Dallas though, can we get a raise of hands? Who thinks that Dak Prescott was worth that contract?
Hey, Dallas has $23 million in cap space right now, even after signing those big ass contracts with Lamb and Prescott. That's a possibility.
You know what else is crazy is Jerry Jones fucking analyzes the player's penises when he drafts them and scouts them and shit. No?
That shit was wild, bro.
He said he's got 3.5-inch hair. He said he's got an 8.5-inch dick. I was like, oh my god.
God damn.
Yeah, somebody at Diddy parties.
Yeah, he definitely.
That boy
was
was scouting off dick sizes.
Nigga, we gonna start saying hashtag no Jerry pretty soon. Shit.
That shit was wild.
That's just weird, bro. Sorry, that's just weird.
That's crazy.
That's just beyond weird.
You ever seen that shit, Dirty?
I don't know.
Y'all ain't never seen that. I thought I played it over here on the show.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, who was that was on live with him? Was that like Shannon Sharp or somebody?
That was an actor. I forget who it was.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx. That's who it was. Okay.
He turned his live stream off after he said that shit.
Yeah,
he cut that shit. As soon as he said that shit cut off.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find the clip. That shit was wild.
He's out. Shit, we're live.
I found
Fucking
the clip.
He got it.
There we go. Right here.
Hey, that's pretty good right there. He showed balance.
9 3/8 head. 8.5-inch dick.
Huh? 8.5-inch dick.
8.5-inch dick. 9 3/8 head. 8.5-inch dick. 9 3/8 head. 8.5-inch dick.
That shit is wild, boy.
Jamie said what? He said,
what?
Fuck, I've never seen that. Oh shit!
And this is
Mic
also
drop.
Jerry
That was a
Jones
fucking mic
kissing
drop.
his son inside the mouth on some French kisses.
Dang.
What the fuck?
Because he had an
You want my
8.5
Dallas?
dick.
You want my Dallas squad?
The Cowboys stay taking L's, bro. And then they had Jerry Jones in like that racist picture where like he was standing in line at like some racist meet too.
Yeah.
They stay taking
Yeah.
L's, racist, gay shit, talking about penises, fucking kissing his son in the mouth, tongue style, long tongue style.
Damn.
He was touching his son's tonsils, boy.
Little Birdman style.
I said the Cowboys
Yeah, I hear
stay taking.
measuring his players' dicks like a fucking slave master and shit.
Bro, I didn't want to say that, bro, because I'm a white man, but I've seen that on Twitter, bro. Motherfuckers was like, oh, yeah, he's over here on some real slave master shit. This motherfucker's over here measuring dick sizes of his players. Because remember what Colin Kaepernick said in that combine shit? He said this shit was like what did he say that shit was? What was the term he used?
Like the auction.
Yeah, like an auction. There you go, bro.
Yeah.
So now when you see Jerry Jones making statements like that, it kind of makes you think like, oh, that motherfucker may have been telling the truth. They probably paid Colin Kaepernick to shut his motherfucking mouth, boy. That's why he got paid.
That's exactly what they did.
They paid him to shut his motherfucking mouth. They're like, okay, you know too much, boy. Shut the fuck up. Here's fucking $100 million. Yeah, that's wild, bro. Like I said, it's like I said, when you think back about that shit and then you hear this kind, like Jerry Jones making these kind of statements, it makes you kind of double take, like, oh fuck, that shit, that boy was probably really on to something.
Well, what struck me, like how do you do 8.5 inches? Like he's like 8 3/4 fucking inches.
He pulled
like,
the ruler out, dog. He pulled the ruler out.
He's like getting all fucking technical. I'm like,
he pulled the measuring tape out. He said 8 and 1/16 of an inch, all the way down to the 16th of an inch, or 8.
But how does he come to this number? Does he take the size of the hand divided by the size of the foot squared minus?
No, he looked at his penis. That's the
size of the ring finger.
Jerry knows his dicks, man. Jerry.
Yeah,
Jerry knows his dicks.
He probably does, the dirty old bastard.
Sick fuck, dude. That's sick fuck, dude. Like I said, the Dallas Cowgirls stay taking elbows, dude. And look, this is a Dallas Cowboy fan right here too, like that makes YouTube content. Like, and this is a man, by the way, too. This is a man right here.
Come on. Now don't start showing this
This
shit.
is a man right here.
Bro, dude, get the fuck out of here, man. What is going on?
Bro, he got his cross-dressing pictures leaked out, boy. You know what I'm saying? So,
he know where he bought that shit, and it damn sure wasn't the men's department.
You ain't lying about that, man.
Like I said, boy, the Cowboys stay taking L's, dog, from their fans to their owners to their shit-ass team. I'd love to see it.
Not the cross street.
I see one of those dudes throw their fucking TV on the ground and run it over with their truck when they lost.
Damn.
Fucking hilarious.
That boy was out there. That boy was out there in full drag.
Not the...
Full house wanting to get pounded in the booty. What a fairy.
That boy was about to go do that one. What's that one? What was that one broad's fucking or that one thing show? Where they have like the cross dressers and shit. Something.
Oh, the RuPaul shit.
Yeah, RuPaul. Yeah, he needs to go compete on
RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah,
I wasn't gonna say it. I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah, shout to you know.
You remember the movie Full Metal Jacket?
I love Full Metal Jacket, dude.
Yeah.
That fucking movie is so great, bro.
Where he's like yelling all
I
those
love
guys.
you long time.
Love you a long time. Sucky, 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 sucky. That movie was so great, dude. Even South Park made a remake of it where Cartman got brain dead. Sucky, 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 long time. Sucky,
oh hell nah.
You ain't never seen the South Park one, Ern? Oh yeah, bro. You gotta go watch that joint. Yeah, South Park. Fucking Cartman got fucking like. He got hit his head or something, and he came out that motherfucker out of a coma and was like, "Sucky, sucky, fana," started dressing like a Japanese prostitute and shit. Bro, I don't see how South Park ain't never been canceled, boy. They be on some wild shit, gang. They definitely got some dirty on. They definitely got some dirty shit on some motherfuckers, boy, because don't nobody be letting them die, boy. You know
that Full Metal Jacket movie where that dude's from Texas in the beginning of the Full Metal Jacket movie, and the drill sergeant's like, Texas? He's like, yeah, he's like, you don't look like no steer, so I know at least one.
That movie's so good, even on Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. When them motherfuckers was in there buying, he was like, how much for this beef jerky? $5. Bitch, you better give me some sucky with that $5. Let me long time or something, you know? Bro, that shit, yeah. Full Metal Jacket's a great movie. Like, I'm not a huge movie guy, bro. But like when I watch movies, bro, like I love like war movies, bro. Have you guys seen the World War II remake in full color on Netflix? Oh, bro.
No. Oh, hell yeah.
Bro, you gotta watch that, dude. You gotta watch that. I'm talking about you'll be locked in. You'll be locked in from the first episode, dude. It's like non-scripted. Like it's all like it shows dead bodies, like all the shit. It's literally World War II footage that they captured on the battlefield, and they redid that shit in color, bro.
Is it weird that I'll fall asleep to that shit watching that shit?
I do too.
My grandpa fought in that shit.
So they have
My
a couple of them.
fought in the invasion of Normandy.
Okay, yeah, they have all the biggest battles of World War II, bro. The Battle of Stalingrad, all that shit, bro. Pearl Harbor, all the big ass battles, bro, in color. You know what I'm saying? So they have that one. They have a couple other ones that are just like that, bro. Like if like I'm a huge like war buff, dude. Like when it comes to like history, like I love like the old like the wars, like World War II and all that shit. Like I watch a lot of documentaries and do a lot of research on shit like that. So I love shit like that, bro. But yeah, if you ain't seen that shit, you should watch it.
We might be living long enough to see World War III in color.
We already are. We already up in World War III, dude.
That was a good one.
You didn't see our fucking chemical plant get blown up. You didn't see our bridge that got ran for all of our military.
All of this shit going on over there in the Middle East, all I know is we need to stay the fuck out of it and let them motherfuckers fight their own fucking battles.
Well, hey, too late for that. We're already helping them. We're already helping Israel.
Shit.
Drop this drink. That party fouls.
Pizzle. You know, my camera's over here. You know, I'm an Army veteran, right, brother?
Oh, nice. Dope.
Yeah. Thanks for your service, gang. Much love.
I actually talked to a recruiter last week or this week, Thursday.
Hey, you guys see fucking that Islam or whatever the fuck it is? They bombed a British oil tanker, bro. So now Islam's like attacking Britain, bro, or some shit.
That's because Britain stopped
Islam or Iran and Lebanon.
I think it was Iran. Yeah, I think it was Iran that hit they fucking targeted a British oil tanker, smacked his ass, blew his ass up.
When was that?
Like just recently, bro.
It was on Twitter, just like the last couple days. Yeah.
Yesterday, I think it happened.
So now Iran attacking Britain.
Well, I don't want to do this on your show, but I love you guys, man. Ben, you've been a friend for a long time. All you guys, man. I'm not the best human being, but I try. Got my own issues, PTSD, shit like that. But you know, I did talk to Army Recruiter this week. I'm looking at possibly going back in. So,
hell yeah,
on some real shit.
It takes some real nuts to do some shit like that, boy.
I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. I'm just exploring options. But no matter what happens, if I do go that route, I'll end up having to fucking clear all my YouTube shit. But if I do, just a heads up, if it ends up happening, that's why I end up wiping all my shit clean. So
You're not able to stay in contact with people and shit. Like, hey, just checking in with y'all, letting you know we safe over here.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, bro. I'm just saying I'll have to like wipe my fucking videos and all that shit, dude. I don't make money off it. I'm not worried about that anyway. So
yeah,
that's never what this was about. It was about what's right here, right now, guys. Is unity.
Exactly.
Man. RaiderBen started it, dude. I love you, RaiderBen. You came a long way, dude. You did a great show tonight, dude. Making sure everybody's like, being able to be part of the show.
This is it
and
right here. Look, it says Yemeni armed forces targeting a British oil tanker.
So that's Yemeni. They're from Yemen.
Yeah, like see, they're blowing up British shit.
So Ben, the context is Israel over there fucking up Palestine, and Yemen they've been having Palestine's back, and now Britain's coming over there to help Israel, and they're telling Britain stay the fuck away. So I don't know. It's kind of Britain's own fucking bad. They shouldn't have been over there.
Yeah, I agree. Stay
not
the fuck
minding
out
their
of
business.
Well, we're over there helping Israel too. Helping them.
And we need to mind our own fucking business
just
too.
Like we're helping Ukraine and all these other motherfuckers, dude.
Well, we're secretly doing that, and we're funding that shit. And we ain't got enough money to help our people in fucking North Carolina because they spent all the money sending it over there. Like, our whole shit is just really fucked up. I don't mind helping people, but our foreign policy is only, our country is the only country that gives money to other countries, dude. That's our foreign policy, is to give our money, but nobody ever gives any money back.
Yeah,
it's just we shell out. Shit. Nobody's giving us shit. Ain't nobody coming to the rescue for our people in North Carolina and Florida and
just give a bunch of people money and they don't do shit
flooded right now.
Hey, you want to hear some other shit? As soon as we stop giving them money, then they'll come over here and fucking bomb our towers.
Hey, that part. That part, bro.
Yeah. Well, Israel bombed our shit in the 50s anyways, dude. And they fucking for 24 hours and shit. I think it's the Liberty.
What I said has nothing to do with religion. That's actually what happened. We was giving the Mujahideen money, and then we stopped giving them the money, and then they got pissed off at us and turned against us, and that's part of the reason they bombed our shit.
So I try not to get political with people, but I do look at all sides of the fence. So I try not to be one-sided, one way or the other, to be real with you guys. But if shit gets bad, it gets to a point where you have to pick and choose your battles, and it's going to get to a point where it's either do or do not. Your enemies don't fucking care. They don't care what color you are. What they care about is what's on the fucking right here, whether you want to admit it or not. Whether we have corruption in our own government, it's this right here. That's what they want to
get it. But our problem is exactly that, dude. We got worms in there eroding the apple from the inside out, bro. That's our problem. These guys have passed policies and are done all kinds of shit that's made them and they got zero accountability for this shit. There's got no oversight. They can spend our money any way they want, and we got zero say in it.
Yeah,
you're right. I don't disregard that, but I'm just saying, on the battlefield, I agree with like what you're saying, and I know all that stuff. I feel the same way, but on the battlefield, it don't fucking matter, bro. It's either do or do not.
Well, I hear you, bro. I understand that, bro. I understand that you're going out there and fighting for our beliefs, bro. I get it, and I commend you for that.
And I'm not even saying it's for the right reasons, but I
know.
Proper opinion.
I understand you're doing what you think is right, bro. I'm not here to contradict you or disrespect you in any way, bro.
Going with your heart, bro.
Exactly, bro. You do you.
Our enemies won't stop. That's what I'll tell you. Even if we're wrong for a lot of shit, which we are, okay, I'll admit that, they're not going to fucking stop, unfortunately. We've hit the point of no return. In my personal opinion, we've hit the point of no return. And
I agree.
Unfortunately, our sons and daughters are going to be forced to fight a war that we probably don't believe in, And for me, like my kid, my oldest is 13. I don't want to send him to war. I'd rather fucking go and sacrifice, if it comes down to that, sacrifice what I got.
But who exactly are our enemies? It seems like we're fighting everybody else's fucking wars. We don't really have no enemies except for people that mess with our friends. At some point, these friends got to fight their own battle.
So we just spent $14 trillion, right, in the last 20 years in this war in Iran or in Iraq and all these other places all across the 14 trillion, dude. That's half of our national debt. We owe 32 trillion, but 14 trillion of it has been spent in the war in the Middle East, bro. Just think about that.
Okay, hold on. Let me share something with you guys that I don't like to talk about.
On a false imprisonment that they had weapons of mass destruction that they never even had, bro. The whole thing was a big fucking lie.
That's questionable because they took him. There's some information that they took him and they hit him, but you're right about the war and weapons of mass destruction, and that we were like,
it's a big desert. It's a big desert.
Here's what I'll tell you from my own boots in Iraq. Okay, the shit I don't like to talk about. We lost 13 vehicles in 28 days, dude.
Yeah,
Listen. Just calm down for a second, please. To lose 13 vehicles from IEDs in less than a month is like unfucking heard of, bro. Guys that were over there for 12 or 13, 15 months did not lose fucking 13 vehicles from getting blown up. We were right on the Iran border. Like the guys that they fucking killed, it wasn't Iraq, dude. It was fucking Iran. We were right on the Iran border, dude. I lived it. I had my boots on the ground. So who is my enemy? It's the motherfuckers that killed my brothers, dude. Even if the war is unjustified or whatever, dude. And every day of my life since I fucking got out, I have this burden on my soul of what I've had to fucking endure from what happened to me and everybody else over there when we got our shit fucking blown up. And we weren't shit bags, dude. When you have the lieutenant colonel call up your unit and say, hey, stop all missions immediately, you're combat ineffective because that's how bad you were getting blown up. I mean, what the fuck, man? I'm telling you, like I don't want to get religious either, but to them, it is fucking religious and they hate us. They will do anything at all costs to kill every single fucking one of us, dude. And I know because I fucking lived it. I'm not talking from a third
why?
perspective.
What's their motivation? What's their reason for hating us?
They just need an enemy, bro. An enemy of my enemy is my friend, and that's enough for them.
I don't think they just hate us just because they want to be haters, though.
No, it's because we back Israel, bro. It's because we support Israel.
It's exactly. I wanted him to say it. You have to understand Sunni, Shiite, and how we created unity over there. Essentially, the war that we did, we didn't do anything. All we did was create a bigger enemy, and now the enemy has grown and is bigger, and we've given them now an enemy to hate. Instead of Sunni fighting Shiite and the Islam, now they have a common enemy, and that's us and our allies, and they won't stop
because we keep going over there invading their shit. I mean, you have to look at both sides of it.
But they aren't going to stop, bro. Sorry, our sons
I mean,
and daughters
look. If somebody comes to my house and kicks in my door, they're probably going to get shot, and that's probably how they look at it too.
Well, I don't exactly disagree with you, but I can tell you that Iraqi police and the Iraqi army that were supposed to be our friends and allies would pretend to be our friends in the daytime, and they'd blow us up at night, dude. We physically saw these motherfuckers playing IDs, dude. I'm telling you, bro.
They're
fucking
outmatched.
slimy. Fucking
did what they had to do.
Well,
I mean, I'm not trying to justify. I'm just saying you got to look at it from both sides. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what are you gonna do when
they were doing that in America? Because listen, right now you see what's going on, how they're training our troops, what they're bringing in for, and how they're treating our men here. They turned this patriarchy into a monarchy. What happens to a matriarchy, bro? It gets taken over by a patriarchy. They're setting us up for failure on the inside out. They got everybody all fat, lazy, stuck on their computer and shit. Everybody, we're all fucked up. They ain't training anybody over here. They got a bunch of guys that are joining the army because they want to get their PP cut off for free. That shit. We're laughing.
What the hell?
No,
getting a free sex change.
That's real.
The DEI woke shit is real. You're right. No, and it's an issue. I agree.
Wait, you wasn't playing around. Oh, I thought you was just fucking around. Oh shit.
No, dude, this shit's real.
He's talking about us turning pretty much all of our men into women and pretty much all being soft.
Here's the last thing I'll say about it. I apologize, Ben. I didn't want to. This is like completely different than.
We're gonna get fucking taken over. I like to talk about this shit, bro.
I don't. I'm about to get the fuck out of here because I don't want to get flagged down for misinformation and shit.
I know
because YouTube is so left, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. I'll just say.
We speaking facts over here, gang.
What I feel in my soul, I pray and hope doesn't happen. I don't want.
Just make sure that hold on. I'm sorry, hardcore to cut you off. Just make sure for the sake of the stream not getting taken down. Just make sure that you finish everything that you say. Say in my opinion, something like that. So it's It isn't.
No, all this is my opinion, obviously. But I'm just saying. I don't want anybody here to have to endure like the shit that me and my brothers endured over there, man. It's a heavy fucking burden, dude. Like my brother did 3 fucking tours. I only did 1, man. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, I just pray that like shit gets better and that none of you guys have to fucking that shit don't get real here stateside, because it's not fucking cool, man. And I agree with you, Ern. And a lot of your guys' points, I don't disagree with that. I'm not that like fucking one-sided, believe it or not. So
the only way I think it gets real for us here in stateside is if Russia gets involved, which is like if Russia gets involved, then we got something to worry about, or China. But as long as we mind our business, I think China and Israel mind theirs.
But
Russia
and China don't want to fuck with us neither, though. We'll drop a nuke on them.
We got 20 million illegal immigrants.
But that's not going to end up good for anybody.
I know.
That are fighting age men that just came into this country, dude. They're all middle-aged or fighting age men that just came in here that got a bunch of money on EBT cards and got food stamps, and they're setting us up for something. Don't think they aren't. They're flying these people in. They're busting them up in here. There's a reason why they told them to run up in here.
You know why they're doing that? They're doing that to bring all them in there to give them voting rights so they can offset the election.
Yep.
Because they want Trump out of office that bad.
Yep.
I agree, Ern. There's some political shit behind it too. But if that shit doesn't work, Ern, they got the flip side. They're going to use these people to kick some shit off. That's my opinion.
Too. That's a possibility.
Yeah,
too.
they're bringing them over here to put war on our soil, bro. They're invading us already.
Hey, just remember this, dude. I feel like the elite that, like, you know, I have issues with, but it's contradictive to me wanting to serve the military again. But that, you know, when I look at it, I just feel like they always fear numbers. Like they fear us having this honest conversation. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Because if we were united as one, and I'm not saying that there isn't racism, but if we put racism aside and we united all people because we all bleed red, right? And we united for a just cause, they fear that, man. They would rather us fight each other than to point out the corruption and fix the real problem. But people don't want to hear that.
They know that we'll never unite because racism is American as apple pie.
But they did this
American fabric.
They did that on 9/11 and one other time. And it was Pearl Harbor. That's the only times that they brought these countries together because we were attacked. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
that's when we united.
Yeah, right after 9/11 is the most unified I've ever seen the United States. Right after 9/11, then 4 years right after.
Yeah,
and then what did they do? They used the Patriot Act.
They create order out of chaos. Yeah.
Yeah, they passed the Patriot Act. They still sign the emergency shit for the Patriot Act every year. We're not ever getting out of that. I mean, they use this shit as a never-ending cycle to oppress us and take more rights from us, and that's what they're doing with every single false flag that they pull. Because I believe a lot of this is false flags. Just like they just wanted to see who would bend the knee a few years ago. They just wanted to see who would give in and do what they were told.
All right, y'all, I'm out, man.
At the end of it, I just want to say,
Ben was just waiting for a pause to say that shit.
Yeah, this shit.
I'm gonna wrap up.
We've been talking about Raiders and shit. This shit is going down a lane that I fuck with all you guys' opinions and shit, but I don't want to fuck around and get flagged.
I get it.
I don't want to get flagged either, man.
Much love. I'll be live tomorrow though, 7:30 p.m. Black Saturday. I'll be live again.
You better send me that link.
I'll definitely send you the link, gang. You guys can pull up. If one of my mods can drop everybody's link, I'd appreciate it. I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope everybody on the panel. Hope you guys all had
good night, gentlemen. Nice seeing everybody.
Hope you guys all enjoyed the conversation.
Later, guys. Thank you.
We'll be talking shit again
Stay
tomorrow.
Safe out there.
So for the Just Win podcast, man, all of our guests, you guys have a great night, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace out, everybody. Go Raiders.
Hey.
It's picked off. Oh no. Unbelievable. Oh, wow. Incredible. Chandler Jones and wins the game. Jacobs. Jacobs with running room right up the middle. Jacobs is on his way. The Raiders are going to win this game.
When you have